So England and West Indies are through from this group. Area's in again, and the bowler just collides with the non-striker just a little bit, but there was no nefarious intent there. Is there any particular jeopardy in the other two groups?
Oh, I'm just trying to think now. I don't think there is a huge amount, is there? Because
tossed up and whacked over the top again, excuse me, and that's going to go for the first 6 of the game. It's cracked into one of the players' dugouts. Nice low flat 6.
I was going to say, if there are any players in that dugout, they were in jeopardy there, weren't they?
Yeah, well, they ought to be able to catch it, hopefully. Nice clean hit. Mid-off was up. And it's not really where you want to bowl to that field, although it's always difficult for a spinner in the power play. I think it just dropped in front of the dugout for those players' safety.
Just in front of the advertising board, I think. Nice shot, though. Didn't try and hit it too hard.
Obviously not full, the Wankhede, but there's quite a few people in. Tipped into the leg side, and that's where he's got his 2 deep fielders, long on and deep mid wicket. Lokesh, a little bit of a slip, but they don't get back for 2.
Yeah.
Are we in operation?
We are in operation.
Right, we think
/
hope you can hear us on YouTube now. And seeing as that's the end of the over, let's have a quick look. Suitor, all this to avoid Scotland. That's right, Colin. Leah says, confirms we're back. Extra Fluffo is there. Ghost Rider is here. Clown Cockney was here before I saw. Hope you're all enjoying the game and indeed the tournament.
Yeah, the problem is when you stop a YouTube video, you can't start it again. It brings up this. It brings up this screen telling you your stats, which you have to dismiss, which is really annoying. So you can't just stop and start again. And if you forget that, it doesn't actually start, even though you think you started. It's fucking annoying.
The joys of technology.
The joys of technology. Right then, we're into the 4th over. We haven't lost a wicket yet. It's a good job I didn't go under for the fall of the first wicket. But I will do soon.
That's a good shot.
That's a super shot.
That was a pretty shit ball from Nandan, though, wasn't it? It's short, it was wide, and at no great place, and it kind of gets what it deserved.
Yeah, but he's timed it beautifully, though.
Yeah, he has. Just punched it through the offside. No one in the outfield, and it's 4 more runs. Scotland can be quite punchy, actually, with their batting, if they get it right.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a reasonable track as well, as you'd expect in Mumbai.
It does. They tend to turn a bit later when the ball gets softer.
Yeah, it came on nicely, that last one.
It certainly did. New ball, as everyone says, in these conditions is the best time to bat, really. That's punched again through the offside, and once more it hits the gap, and once more gets 4 more runs.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4's are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
I think that was an even better shot.
Well, it was. I mean, it's such average pace, though, isn't it? He's got lots of time to pick where he wants to hit it.
Just giving a little bit too much width.
Feels like it's mid-70s, maybe. Certainly doesn't feel like he's getting up to 80, 85. They've got a pretty packed offside field as well. They've got short third, back point, cover, mid-off.
But they're all up, though.
They're up. They're all up.
You want to be bowling into the stumps a little bit more.
Precisely. With certainly don't want to give him any width. Down a track comes Jones this time and hoiks it out. They got a man at cow-ish, and he feels that'll only be 1.
That was a bit decidedly ugly, wasn't it, really?
It was a bit. It was a cross-batted swipe.
He bowled it even shorter to sort of say, try and get me through the offside again, and he sort of dragged it round from miles outside the off stump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took a couple of steps down a wicket. He's got 23 off 13 though, Jones. Munsey 9 off 8. He's facing up now. Nandan's gone for 9 in the first 3 balls with a 4th over. 34 for none. It's a pretty good rate.
Yeah, sprinting on.
Indeed. That one's driven up towards mid-off. I think I'm going to go under at the end of the 6th over. If they don't lose a wicket before then. Well, it's us 3 on after this, actually, anyway. So
hey, they're stuck with us.
John, you're staying where you are. Me and Andy are supposedly swapping places, but considering you've done half of my commentary still, well, it's not really swapping places, but hey. Munsey facing up. Nandan coming in. Got a top ball last ball. Fifth ball of the over on the pads.
Oh, dear.
Tried to whip it over the leg side, missed it. Pitched outside leg, hit him in line outside leg, but it won't be anything other than a leg by because it actually hit him. If he'd have missed it, it'd have been a wide probably, but hey. One ball left to go in the fourth. They'll be going along.
Good start, yep.
Yeah. Just over 8 and over. 8.5 and over it'll be. If this is a dot ball, 4 runs and it'll take him to nearly 9. Jones facing up. And is approaching now. Delivers into the pads, up to long. Oh no, mid on. He's on the edge of the circle there, and I'll get through for an easy single. End of the over, 36 for none. Exactly run rate and 9. Over to you, Andy.
Yep, we're getting it going now on YouTube. David Gurung says, "Let's go the Gurkhas of Nepal." Dan De Castro, what a tragedy for Australia. Ireland beaten by rain. Checking for sarcasm level on shore.
Yeah.
Good.
They're talking about the film Brazil and why not. And if Nepal, if Scotland, Dipen says, if Scotland reach 55 to 60 without loss, Nepal will be chasing leather all innings.
Well, that is always the problem. These opening partnerships, if they get going, can be troublesome if people get 20 balls and they're striking the ball nicely. They just keep going basically until they're out. You never tell when that's going to be, but hey. Sun Powell is in for his second over.
Shot.
Beautifully guided by Jones between the man at backward point and short third. All the way down to the fence, no one back there. It's 4 more.
4, 4, 4.
They keep feeding that shot, and he keeps gliding it away for 4.
Well, I mean,
they're not learning very quickly, are they?
To be fair, that wasn't really. It was only about less than a stump's width outside the off stump, so he's just leant back and guided it. It's just the pace. It's just not quick enough, really. He's seeing the ball pretty well. He's faced 15 balls. It's T20. You know there's a gap down there. And that one has a little bit of shape, and it's fuller. Jones just half block drives it out to cover.
A little bit slower. Just held back on that one.
Well, I think at his pace, that's what he needs to do, isn't it? He needs to target the stumps a bit more.
Well, yeah,
be a little bit straighter.
Yes.
And a little bit fuller. I mean, I guess the problem is if he gets too full, he's going to get. Well, I mean, he's got good cover.
Yeah, exactly. If they're going to drive into the offside, he can
hopefully get them
hopefully
fielded.
be protected by the inner ring. Yeah.
Well, that's hoiked around again from Jones. At this time, he can't beat mid wicket. 2 dot balls in a row.
I don't know why he's trying to carve that through mid-wicket when he's having so much joy outside off stump, and that was outside off stump.
Yeah, I know. I think it was so short and so slow. He had time to get it around, didn't he? I mean, if he'd have missed the field, it would have been 4 runs again. Well, we're seeing an interesting stat along the bottom there.
Yeah, but there's no sample.
Well, true. Well, there's 2 games.
That's not a sample.
It's defended out into the ring, and I'll scoot through for a single. Against 2 right-handed opening batsmen, Nepal's strike rate seems to be somewhere around about 27 or average per wicket. Against the right-hand left combination, it seems to be 97.
Ouch.
I just rolled a dice and it came double 2. What about that?
Good stuff. Doesn't get you anything craps though, does it? Double 2?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying it's not really a stat at all.
Of course it isn't. But you know what? Well, I mean, I don't know if you've been watching any of this. That's work around the corner. They got these wonderful like top trumps things that come up in the bottom hand corner. They're
I think I
meaningless.
saw like they just make it up. It's
yes,
like,
basically. Yeah. Unless you're Indian, in which case everything's up in the 90s.
100. Yeah.
It's a fucking joke. They have it for batsmen and bowlers.
It's cricket's version of clickbait on social media, isn't it?
Like Virat Kohli, amiability, 99.
For batsmen, it's something like control and acceleration and something else. Innovation, I think, is the other
Innovation,
one.
that's definitely something you can measure on a scale from 0 to 100.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Right, Son Powell has only gone for 6 in this over. Last ball to come. Bowling at Jones. This will be the end of a 5th over. Down at...
And he's got it through again.
Well, he did get it through again. It wasn't massively convincing that time. I think he wanted to go over the offside. Sort of blocked his shot. It was aerial through the gap between short third and backward point. But, of course, there's no one there and no one behind. So it does still end up scooting away and getting him 6 runs.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
And a good start for Scotland. 46 for none after 5.
Okay. Solwater says if you treat all the cricketing nations as companies in the stock market, which one would you invest in for maximising returns in 5 years' time?
India, obviously.
Well, India's already quite highly priced, I think.
Well,
he would go for USA and Afghanistan.
I tell you what, USA have been. I mean, they are India B, kinda, but I mean, you look at the scores they got. Been quite impressive.
Didn't they give India a bit of a scare?
Yeah, they bloody did. And you know what? They had him 88 for 7 or something, and Sky was in, and he drove one back to the bowler, who then dropped it. He was on about 15 at the time. He was the only guy who got runs. He got 84 and got them to a sort of defendable score of about 160, 170. Other than that, they were shit.
Right. Am I taking over here?
Yes, you are.
Right. Airy goes round the wicket, and the batsman goes for a reverse lap. And I think he wanted a wide, but surely you don't get one when you reverse like that. Well, apparently you do, because that is a wide. It was outside his pads, but...
Well, he is left-handed anyway. So
he's left-handed anyway.
Yeah.
But he did try and reverse it.
Yeah, but it doesn't switch away the way your bat...
Okay. That time he stepped away, and I honestly felt mid-off one was a little bit slow across there, and it's beaten him. It'll roll through for 4.
And the 50 is up.
Really just
50 is up.
muscled that past mid-on, who I probably did a disservice to. He was quite wide there.
Yeah, he was never going to get there, I don't think.
Munsey not quite as fluent as Jones. He's gone for the reverse. He definitely switched that one, but he once again missed it. And we've all been there as opening batsmen in quicker formats when your partner's flaying everywhere and you're not, and you sort of feel you have to keep up.
Yeah.
Whereas really,
I think a number of the crowd were clapping then, thinking he'd been bowled.
And he
but
steps
of course
away.
He hadn't.
No, this is an attempted stumping. He steps away from that one. It was again good piece of bowling from Airy. Fired it in quickly, and on the Yorker, he dug it out to mid-off. And it is often the way, especially with a right and left hand partnership. The bowling will just suit one batsman more than the other.
Yeah. And
so Jones has 33 off 19 and Munsey 15 off 15. But between them, 51 for naught coming up to the end of the power play. Airy's round the wicket against the right-hander. It's onto middle and leg, and it's clipped out into the wide open spaces. 2 fielders converge. Only one required. Get a single.
Right, now I'm going to go under. They've got to the end of the power play. 73.5. Often 21.5 runs. A lot of these associate teams, they offer like 13 or 14 runs.
Always gamble responsibly. Don't gamble responsibly.
Never gamble responsibly.
He goes to Yorker again. It's full, but it still does the trick because he can only clump it up to mid-on, and he hit it firmly enough that there was no single on offer. It's the end of the over, end of the power play, 52 for no wicket. Still Scotland's power play. And we have drinks and talking and lots of unnecessary things.
That's me, isn't it?
It is you.
Dan de Castro says Munsey ton takes Scots to 2 tons. I presume that means in weight. Suitor who? No, that's a conversation between yourselves. Saltwater asks, why is there so much difference between England and Scotland in cricket, given that both belong to the UK? Because it's England's sport, and they don't really play it much in Scotland.
And we have 10 times as many people.
And we have 10 times as many people.
And the weather in Scotland is really not particularly conducive to cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why, I'd say.
I think that about covers it, yeah.
I was in Estonia last week, and I could certainly, even if you stay away from the sort of winter sports, I can see why people prefer basketball to football, because you can play it inside. Estonia is cold.
Basketball's a ridiculous sport.
Well, I agree, but at least, yeah, you can play it indoors.
Well, indeed. Never gets rained off. Loki says, many teams won World Cups matches when opposite teams drop catches, and that's not at all an easy catch. I didn't say it was an easy catch. I think he's talking about me talking about Sky getting dropped. Netherlands dropped catches against Pakistan, and then the Netherlands match. It's true. Well, this is it. I mean, that did cost them the game, didn't it? I mean, Farheen got dropped in the penultimate over, then scored 24 off that over, leaving them an easy get in the last over, but was dropped at long on, which should have been, at this level you should take those catches. I think as a caught and bowled, yeah, you're right. I mean, it is a hard catch. I'm just saying, if he had caught that catch, India would have been in some trouble against.
Yeah, absolutely, they would.
It was against USA, wasn't it? Yeah. They'd have been in serious trouble. I mean, I don't know whether they went into that game thinking this is going to be a breeze. It's the USA, but they all seem to spaff their wickets away.
It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. But you just don't want it happening against an associate nation, really. I mean,
well, you kind of do, because you can still recover and win the game.
Well, no, but when it ends up, I mean, like, Australia losing to Zimbabwe was a bit of a shock. I mean, it makes us all laugh. We nearly lost in Nepal, which would have made everyone else laugh.
Nearly only counts in curling.
I wanted to ask you, Bear, before we started again. By definition, is it possible to gamble responsibly?
Well,
oh yeah.
But yes, I mean, exactly that. I mean, if you do know your stats and you've got systems, they're not always perfect,
and
obviously.
You've got your proper bankroll.
Yeah.
Right, Lamichane's going to come in. He's got a big red headband. He's full, and he was too full, and the batsman was down the track and made it even fuller and got it off the sweet spot of the bat. Bang over long off for 6.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a big enough bankroll, and wanky fucking betting companies aren't going to ban you if you do it. I mean, you can if you on 2 or 3 different accounts, you can probably hedge most bets and guarantee money, can't you?
Oh, that one was more aerial, but it does go through the gap in the infield and out towards deep cover point. Of course, we have men out on the boundary now. 59 for no wicket. So what do you think Scotland should be targeting here, John?
Well, it depends, doesn't it? I was about to say it remains to be seen whether they can keep the impetus up with the field back, but they do have all their wickets up, so and only 14 overs to go, so you can afford to chance your arm a bit, can't you? Really?
As well bowled by Lamichane. Come back into the left-hander. He defended it straight back down the wicket. Here he comes again. Full again, driven. I'm sure long off will be in place to field that. I think when you've got reasonable wickets in hand and compared to the overs left, you should always be looking at 9 or 10 and over.
Oh yeah, tell that to Australia yesterday.
Tell that to Australia. Oh, don't have to tell them anything, just laugh. Bowling very full, Lamichane, and apart from the initial 6, it's working fine.
Well, he was just too full with the initial 6, wasn't he?
Yes, and the batsman
turned into a full bunger.
Well, the batsman had also come down the track, and it was happy days when he saw it was already full. That's, again, same thing could have happened if he'd had the courage to advance to that one. Instead, it just dipped onto the bat and he drove it up to long off for a single. So that is the end of the over. It's 61 for no wicket.
Saltwater says, the one thing I think will make a huge difference to associate nations success rate more than anything else is increase in batting depth, and I have to agree with him in that. That removes the pressure on higher order.
They should be better at batting, is what he's saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at the top teams; they can pretty much bat down to 11. The bowlers can genuinely bat.
Haven't we been having these conversations for 40 years?
Well, yeah, we have, but it's really noticeable in the drop off in associate nations. The bowlers generally can't bat as well as other, better nations can. I mean, they tend to stop at about 7, and if you can get those 5 wickets, you kind of feel the game's pretty much done, especially if they've got to up the run rate.
Oh, a little fake out there from Pordell. I'm not sure if he was just trying to see what the batsman was going to do. which I think is a bit naughty.
Hasn't
He's apologising. Maybe it was he did just lose his run up. That's onto leg stump, and it's clipped out to deep mid wicket. Should be a single.
Hasn't Test cricket gone through a similar transition to that though, where more and more of the lineup can bat? Because I can remember days of Test cricket where some nations, you got to number 7 and that was it.
Yeah, generally 8. If you could bat at 8, I mean, this is Gary's point about a number 8. Yeah, in the old days, I mean, I remember England going into Test matches with genuine rabbits at 9, 10, and Jack.
Well, isn't it just again that in coaching and training they're just not accepting? I'm just a number 11. Tufnell would say this was around the era it was starting to change. Batsman shuffles across, and a good piece of bowling from Pordell, and he can only play it back to the bowler. Where Tufnell was saying he's saying, no, I'm not betting in those nets, it's dangerous, and they're saying, fuck off, yes you are, or you're not playing.
Exactly.
Which was probably not the case 10 years ago.
Exactly, and even now, I mean, you look at someone like Jasprit Bumrah, who really was a genuine rabbit at the beginning. I mean, he's not much better than a rabbit now, but I mean, he has got some shots and stuff.
Well, exactly, they find a way for them to make some contribution. Bowler and extra cover, field that between them, and Munsey is a bit becalmed. He's 16 off 20. I think we're going to see a big shot from him pretty soon, an attempted big shot anyway.
There's the old Tufnell story about the Test match where he ended up coming in at 10 because he alleged that Devon Malcolm had hid in the toilet, so that he had to go out ahead of him, isn't it?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Facing someone like Malcolm Marshall or someone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'd be hiding in the toilet if I was him too.
Yes, I think I would too. Yeah.
Well, Munsey kind of proved me right by going for another reverse, which he missed. That is a full ball, which he does hit quite nicely, but it's straight to long on. It'll just be another single. And Scotland will almost be looking at Munsey and saying, well, if you got your act together, we could be looking good here. Because they're just tailing off a little bit now the power play is over.
And the spinners are on.
I can remember the days of Indian Test cricket where they played all the spinners and none of them could bat. You know, Prasanna, Chandrasekhar, Bedi, none of them could bat.
He's whacked that one, Jones. He's having no trouble at all when he can get the strike. It's gone underneath Podol's hands, and long on is wide enough. He can't get there. It's 4.
You ask where I live, is the address I give, the phone.
Well, there's the story about when the West Indies unveiled their fast bowling attack, and Indians declared 8, 9, 10 and 11 all retired hurt because they were too chicken to bat.
Well, oh yeah, it's me. Okay. Someone extra fluffer had a great point, which was that some gamblers have private islands. Oh, there we go. Lots of gamblers have private islands. They might actually be the bookies, which you could technically say are gamblers. They're just playing the book.
Ooh, again, Munsey, just and a little bit of hesitation in the running as well, but also in the fielding. He kind of got turned around there. It hit the outside half of the bat and went out to cover point. There's a bit of a hesitation on the running, but also I think a bit of hesitation from the fielder which end to throw to, and thanks to that they were able to get in.
They seem to be suggesting that last 4 of Jones's was half a chance.
Well, it was half a chance.
If you want to lose your fingers.
Yeah.
Clubbed that one again, Jones. Cover makes a good diving stop. It gets away from him, so they will get through for 1, but he certainly saved 3 in my book.
He certainly did. Yeah, Munsey's the trouble here, isn't it? 18 off 23. 48 off 27 for Jones. I mean, he's making up for it to a degree.
Is he in retiring territory? It has been happening.
Not in this tournament, it hasn't.
I think someone did. It was like far too late. Oh, he's picked that one up on the reverse finally, and he's scooped it over backward point. 1 bounce 4.
Finally gets something on something.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
I thought I read that someone retired with 50 needed off 12, by which the damage was already done. That possibly was in one of the less regarded games.
That was
just trying to give some of the rest of their team a bat then, presumably.
Well, let's see what Munsey can do, because he really does have to, I think, go for the ropes here. Well bowled though, it angles into him, turns in a little bit, and he does the next best thing, which is just drops it out to point for a single.
Yeah, if in doubt, just get Jones back on the strike.
That's better than nothing, yeah.
He's having a bit of a day out, isn't he? Well, sometimes if you've got a guy trying to tee off at the other end and he can't, all he's actually
he just gets
doing
stuck, yeah.
Stifling the bloke that was going well.
Yeah, Jones does defend that one, and it's not like he's in outer space with his strike rate. It's 48 off 28, which is good, but he's not into a ball territory yet.
Not in Will Jack's territory.
So this will be the last ball of the 9th over. 74 for no wicket. Has well bowled again, and Jones can only push it out to extra cover. So that was a double whammy for that one. He didn't get any runs or get back on the strike for the next over.
Is Fred here?
I just heard the door doing something.
Oh.
That was that's the lift. Unless that's Fred coming up in the lift.
Which is
well,
probably the way he come up, yeah.
Down, yeah.
Yeah, he probably would do that. Because he is due on, isn't he? So
he's due on and over, yeah. Well, Hooves one says, I gave England so much shit. Aussies are worse. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we like that. We don't talk about Australia, he says. Yes, you do. Someone's saying that.
Well bowled again. Muncie goes sideways, but he should have gone forwards because Paudel was able to york him there. He does dig it out to long on for a single.
He's saying that. Well, India are an associate. He says that. Someone was saying India were an associate nation before the '83 World Cup. Is that right?
No, of course it's not.
I don't think so.
not to my memory.
It comes again, angles it in. Jones tips into the leg side. They're going to look for 2. Yeah, they thought about it, but thought better. Fielder was just in quick enough.
Well, he wanted 2 for 50, didn't he?
Well, you'd hope that wasn't at the forefront of his mind.
Well, I think it probably was.
I think they should be picking up every run they can off every ball, whether you're 50 or not. Muncie has a right old hoik at that one. It goes out to deep square. They should get 2 this time, especially as the fielder tumbles over as he collects. Didn't spill it for 4, that's the main thing.
Well, this is looking good for Scotland here.
It's certainly a platform, but they want Muncie to do something or get off the pot. He goes for a little lap sweep there. He's snooker cued it on the end of the bat, but that does run it out into the offside for a single.
Any idea what the average score has been at Wankhede?
If only Tony were here. He always has that.
No idea.
Tony would know.
Tony would know. Maybe you could, Tony, if you're listening, you could put it on YouTube.
Page your bishop.
Yeah, exactly.
Page your bishop.
It's fired into the legs again, tipped out to deep mid wicket.
No one in the ends field.
And that is 50.
It is 50 for Jones. Yep.
That's giving me a little milestone jingle.
You know you lift me with your 50.
All the same, 1 ball to go in this over, and I think any over without a boundary is a small victory for Nepal at this stage. Steps away, clubs it up. That should be caught, really. Yes, it is.
And it is.
Yes, it's Muncie finally perishes. He steps away, toe of the bat. Again, he went sideways, and if he'd gone forward, he'd have had a better chance. He's got it on the bottom of the bat, and long off had to run in about 10 yards to take a reasonably comfortable catch. So slightly tortured innings from Muncie does come to an end.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Yeah, he was never really in, was he?
No, and he knew when he hit it that he hadn't got it properly, and it was probably going to be the end of him. But you know, they've put on 80 in 10 overs. It's it's not you know, a black mark against his name. It's kind of okay. He will wish he throws his helmet actually. he will wish he'd scored 10 more while he was there. Probably doesn't need to be told that. All the same, Scotland are in a reasonable position, 80 for 1 after 10 overs.
A new batsman is
the man at your butt. I Brandon McMullen, so the English wouldn't wrestle him away.
Fred will be with us imminently, so...
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll just hold the fort till he gets here.
Okay.
That is a Scottish name and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, Brandon McMullen.
Brandon McMullen. You can't be much more Scottish than that.
McMullen.
John, you're supposed to be doing
I am.
now. Andy, you're supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be not here, but Fred's not here, so
okay.
He can take over for me when he arrives.
Fair enough.
There we go. There's your box. Innovation, control, and power. What a load of nonsense.
Yeah, moving swiftly on. Well, it's Bertel who's going to bowl, and he's in, and this is swatted away on the offside. It's just another single for Jones, who, if anything, seems to be decelerating, which is slightly worrying. From
to be fair, it often happens outside the power play. It's a lot easier to wallop boundaries when there's only 2 fielders in the deep. When there's 5 out there, you've got a hell of a lot more angles are covered, even if you do get hold of it. I mean, you saw England yesterday against Italy. 3 players hit really good shots, but straight to fielders and got caught. Timed them really well, but just straight to the fielders.
Mullen's first ball is played back up the offside. Doesn't result in a run. Bowler busily back and ready to come in again, getting through his over very quickly. This is a bit shorter, it's turned away on the leg side. So the man coming in at deep mid. And they cross for one more. 82 for 1.
Yeah, just didn't get enough of that, did he? Got off
No.
the toe end.
Yeah. Not for the first time off the toe end either. He
Yes.
seemed to get a lot of them off the bottom of the bat rather than the middle. There is Bertel again, and this is again driven out wide of the man at mid-off, and there's a man on the fence almost behind him who fires it back in. Just one more, only 3 singles from 4 balls in this over. 83 for 1.
Really slowing down, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are decelerating.
And you've got 9 wickets in the hut. Someone's got to really just
have a go.
Yeah.
This is played back to the bowler. No run.
A bit of innovation.
Yeah, get that innovation score up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the onus is on Jones, really, because McMullen's only just come in. So unless you're going to say Jones has got to bat all the way through and everybody else has got to have a swing around him.
Everyone else gets sort of 12 off 7.
That one's tucked away just behind square on the leg side.
Yeah, I mean,
single.
That was the criticism of England against Italy, which I thought was, it's great if someone gets a big score, but the fact was that England got to 203 or 7, and a lot of people had strike rates in 170. Yeah, they only got 30 runs, but you got 10 wickets and you've only got 20 overs. So as long as people are getting those scores,
exactly,
then you're getting the score where you're getting over 200 is a good score. I thought there was a bit too much criticism of that yesterday.
So on YouTube, the numbers are going between sort of 160 through to 180 for predicted scores. Depends as the game is entering the crucial phase. There's some chat about which full members have hosted the least World Cups, but it's a bit difficult to say with so many of them being shared between countries.
Yes.
If I was being facetious, I'd say Ireland. Aren't they a full member now?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Zimbabwe. I know Zimbabwe did.
Oh, they had one
they did
ODI
at least
World Cup.
One, yeah, didn't they? Well,
Yeah.
England
Well, again, that was joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
And England didn't play there, did they?
First ball of the next over is just played back to the bowler for no run.
That was when old Mugabe was kicking all the white farmers off their farms, wasn't it? And England refused to play there. Nasser was captain, I believe, at the time.
Mullen faces up again as Lemashang
hold of
comes
that one.
in, and he's got hold of that. Yeah, he's got enough of that. That's right into the crowd.
It's only the second one in the innings, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is, yeah. And another ridiculous stat saying it's the 417th of the tournament. Yeah, who cares?
We've had 1,000 fours already.
This one is tucked off his pads into the outfield. I think they're coming back for 2. Yeah, they sprinted back.
They weren't doing that with Monzi at the crease.
No, they weren't. But then he is a bit of an oil tanker in that respect.
Yes.
It takes a little bit of turning.
Yep.
But well, you know, if they can't hit the boundaries, they need to show some more urgency in running. Here's Lemashane again into Jones, who just dabs it out square. Rowe is fizzed back in, but they got through for one more.
He's here.
3 for 1.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Not Fred has arrived.
It is not Fred Titmus.
Good afternoon, not Fred.
Hoy hoy.
Here comes Lemashane, and this is, well, it didn't look like he got hold of that properly. It's still gone for 4. Back over the bowler's head.
It's me, says she. It's me, says she.
Where are you stuck? Dreaded South Circular?
No, it's just usual issues.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Who's playing? What sport is this?
it's the biathlon.
Here comes Lemashane again, and this has missed everything, I think.
Yep.
It's gone through, past the batter, past the wicket keeper, and gone away for 4 byes.
4.
It's 100 up.
5.
4. F-O-R.
Well, seeing as we didn't have audio on YouTube, I can redo my introduction, which is that it's a remote mountainous country full of strange tribal customs against Nepal. Yeah.
Right, yes.
Very good, very good, very good.
I mean, you know, this is, dare I ask, how important is this?
On a scale of 0 to 100, 0.
Well,
it's a dead rubber.
It's not important in the context of the tournament.
And in fact, the tournament is not important. So it's
I guess if you're an associate member, then it's probably important to beat the other associate member.
I think you might get some prize money for a win or something, probably.
Driven back past the bowler for a single, 102 for 1.
I did suggest that as Scotland have replaced Bangladesh in this tournament, then Bangladesh ought to replace Scotland in the Football World Cup.
Couldn't do any worse.
I think, you know, it's only fair. And I'd like to see Bangladesh play Brazil at football, or whoever Scotland are going to play.
One of the few international fixtures we haven't seen.
Here's Bertel again, and this is slapped to the man at cover, who doesn't make an entirely clean stop, but it was hit so hard that there's no time for them to come through for a single.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that cricket has extended the T20 World Cup to 20 teams. I do think 48 in football is a bit much. I mean, great if you're from Cape Verde and enjoy the tournaments, but
they're not in this tournament, are they?
They're in the World Football
There
one.
is Bertel again, and this is driven up to deep mid-off for a single.
It's normally around that time when you have a look at the Football World Cup and you say,
Are they in
Italy
it?
haven't qualified
No, they
or
haven't,
something.
apparently. I don't think they have.
Really?
I think so.
They're in the playoff round to come up, aren't they?
Right.
There are a number of quite significant teams that are in the playoff round.
Well, if Ireland win their playoff semi-final, I might be in Dublin when they play the final, which could be busy.
Here is Bertel again. This is played out.
Oh, could be
the man
close.
Deep. Oh, they ran back for 2 again. Jones had his head down,
I think he was
legging it to the danger end.
I think he was in, but they are probably going to go upstairs in football parlance.
Are they? The umpire is putting the bails back on. It's hard to tell from this angle.
No, I think he's in. The umpire might be
I think they went upstairs in cricket before they went upstairs in football.
They did, yes, and to more effect.
He was well home, actually. Here's Bertel again to McMullen, and this is a full toss. It's slapped down to deep mid-off for one more, and that's the end of the 13th over. Or is there one more? No, there's one to come. 106 for 1. McMullen seems to have got off to a reasonable start. Jones is definitely slowing down.
Aren't we all?
Well, yes, but we're probably twice his age.
Oh, good shot.
This is slapped back over the bowler's head. That'll speed things up a bit. That was a meaty hit from Jones. The first one for a while from him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Soul Water thinks there's not enough India in this tournament. He wants India B in the tournament as well.
Well, isn't there India B, C and D? I don't know.
He does rightly say this happened in chess, but India are super strong at chess, and I think it was a tournament in India as well. Colin says, I'm depressing. Oh, I'm fine, Colin. Don't worry about it.
I did suggest that this was Narnia versus Gallifrey in the World T20 Super 48s. And I did put in a potential Gallifrey team, which was mostly Pakistani names, and the doctor at number 4, captain, and an Englishman keeping wicket. But there are a number of the associates. I assume the USA is full of Indians.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
The UAE, or are they full of Pakistanis?
Italy is mostly Australians playing grade cricket.
Right, and have they outlasted Australia?
Not really. It's a 0-0 draw on that one.
Right.
Here's Nandan, and this
It's gone up.
This is lofted. It's a long way up. It's not gone far enough though.
And he's dropped it.
He's dropped it, hasn't he? He's.
I thought I saw that hit the ground.
Said he
another look at that one.
I think I'd like to get a replay of that.
That's the one where the 13-year-old assures me that he has taken it, but I tell him, no, you haven't. As happened at least once in my captaincy career.
Well,
I'd like to see that again, as they say.
He's not.
He looked a little bit diffident as he stood up. Yeah.
The batsman hasn't gone anywhere, so he doesn't think it's out.
So
I thought I saw the ball actually hit the ground.
Hit the floor.
Yeah.
I thought I did too.
Now,
So it's not just me then.
Constant rule changes, haven't soft signals been done away with? And they
are soft, aren't they?
And they just.
I think they're going to have a look, aren't they?
Let's have another look at this.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh no! Yes,
Yeah,
it bounced on his thigh.
That is
through his hands, hit his thigh, and then rebounded onto the floor.
Now maybe he thinks it bounced off his thigh and he picked it up.
Well, he said picked it up off the floor.
Very
But
generous.
it's definitely hit the floor.
And he has a damn. I would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for those stupid cameras.
He's let himself down there, I'm afraid, Mr. Jura.
So they've got a run out of that in the end.
Has he let himself down?
Quite
the
likely.
Jura's out.
Well, he very nearly didn't get hit in the thigh. He nearly got hit in the gooly woolly woolies, as a certain TV commentator would have said.
Who said that?
Nanda's a bit pissed
Ebony
off.
Rainford Brent said that.
Oh, really? Okay.
In fact, she said it 2 balls running because the exact same thing happened the ball later. As
well,
there's another joke
appropriately
there,
enough.
This is cut away. Square of the wicket for a single, which takes Jones to 62. McMullen, after being given out when he wasn't out, is 16.
It was very high.
It went. It could. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been at Wankhede, it could have come down with snow on it. It went so high.
Which is the one?
The one in the Himalayas.
They made a right mess of that.
Whatever that's called. The one with the snow in the distance.
It's beautiful, yeah. But
I'm thinking of Mount Manganui, but that's completely the wrong continent. That's going to be a wide.
This is swung at, but it was past his left shoulder and is signalled a wide. One more to the total, 113 for 1.
I think I missed
in the 14th over.
Missed our socials. Good morning, shining night. Hope you're well. Depends. Looking at 182, 195 is possible.
Yeah, they'll have to go with some to get 195.
Yuvraj Samra, the youngest debut 100 in T20 World Cups for Canada this morning. This morning our time.
This is played up to mid-off.
That's India D, is it?
Direct hit on the stumps, but batter is home for 1. 114 for 1. 17 now to McMullen.
3 singles and a wide. That's a T20 maiden, isn't it?
Oh well, we were saying that just before any over without a boundary is a bit of a win for Nepal at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Still 3 balls to come though, because of that wide, so plenty of time for damage to be done. Comes the bowler again, and this is well, that hits him on the body, goes out on the leg side.
On the body waddy.
Yeah, I think that's winded him a bit, somewhere in the sort of sternum rib cage area.
That's a fine haircut from the bowler. That's almost what's the bloke from? Is it Shaheen Shah Afridi, who's got
like a Buffon
unnatural thatch?
Unnatural thatch, very good. Neatly put, not Fred. McMullen facing again as Nandan comes in, bowls, and this is he's completely mistimed that. One hand off the bat in the end.
Fortunately for him, really, because that's what caused it to drop short of the fielder.
Yeah, the man at Cow sort of got it on the bounce, didn't he? One more run. So we're still dealing in singles in this over. Jones to take the last ball of it. On 62. 62 from 40. I think he got to 50 from 30, so we can see that he's slowed down quite considerably.
Well, 9 wickets in hand, 6 overs after this one. They have got to start throwing a sink at it.
Here is Nandan, and this is
that should be out.
Pulled away. I don't think he's got enough of that, has he? Or has he? No, it's pitched in front of the 2 fielders who were converging. The throw is wild, and they've got back for 2. 118 for 1 at the end of the 14th over. Seems to be more drinks coming onto the field.
Probably, yeah.
It's very tiring, isn't it?
I think you
all
get
those singles.
Yeah, me.
2 drinks breaks in a T20 innings now. Some chat about grade cricket with Hoof saying he's played grade cricket in Canberra, Sydney, and Wagga.
Wagga. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, very good. Farong says 3 singles and a wide. Sounds like a sitcom.
What would the sequel be called?
Very good. Very good.
4 leg buys and a silly mid-off.
Richard Curtis, if you're listening, please do get in touch. Extended advertising break. So I will give my expert assessment of this game, of which I've seen about 3 overs, and pretty much nothing has happened. So that's done with that. Andy, any more social
Well, that
media?
guy said he caught it and then he didn't. That happened.
Yeah, what have they done to our sport? I mean, good God.
Well, we were saying just before you came on, what has happened to the sport of curling that we love so much for 2 weeks every 4 years?
I've managed to miss it again for sort of probably the 8th time in 32 years.
Oh, well, people are cheating and swearing at each other now. It's becoming cool.
Is Colin Hendry still playing?
What, the old Blackburn centre-half?
Yes. Well, there was one of these Scottish women who looked a lot like Colin Hendry who won a medal.
Actually.
Now. Let's not go there. Don't do it.
I'm not even looked it up. I think her name was Rona Cameron. Rhoda Cameron? Something like that.
Yeah.
And she did look the spit of the Blackburn centre-half. But probably wasn't him. I just don't get the Winter Olympics. Because it's just varying degrees of falling, isn't it?
Well, you'd think so, but
it's falling on 2 skis, falling on a biscuit tray, falling
it
in a
largely
sort of
gravity related.
Yeah, and it's just various ways of falling down a mountain.
Well, I was in Estonia last week, and you had to nudge people to get them off their phones watching the downhill skiing to get them to put their blind in.
It's the type of thing you watch when you're sort of 11 and Ski Sunday's on a Sunday afternoon, and there's nothing else because it's like. Songs of praise on the other side,
as things used to be in our day.
Yeah, there was 3 channels and there was nothing on 2 of them, and there wasn't much on the 3rd. But we're not really a skiing nation, are we?
No, a bit of Aviemore, I suppose. And
I mean, yes, Scotland are saying, we've got mountains, and Nepal are going, you call those mountains?
Call those mountains. You call that a flag? Our flag isn't even a rectangle.
This is a mountain, he says, pulling out Everest out of his belt like a Crocodile Dundee. One for the teenagers there. Who's commentating? Is it still you, John?
It's still me for 1 more over.
Excellent.
And it's Bertel that's going to bowl it. This is very floaty. and squeezed away behind square. First fielder made a bit of a mess of it and was helped out by his teammate who mopped up, and they just got through for one.
Bertel sounds like the Bhutan Telecom Company, doesn't it?
Bertel calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
We're stuck in 1977. This is great.
Indeed. Bertel's in again, and this is a swing and a miss from Jones, who is grinding to a halt, it would seem. And Scotland are not making the most of their pretty decent platform, really.
I think Nepal bowling pretty well in these middle overs.
There is Bertel again. He's in, and Jones gets this one away to deep mid-on, but it's still only going to be one. 120 for one, just 33 balls left now.
In the olden days, when you had in a lot of sports, when you had the absolute minnows playing, you know, the main thing for the commentators and especially for the headline writers, I'll continue after this ball.
Here comes again. This is whipped round on the leg side. Doesn't carry, and unfortunately the fielder decided to try and take the catch. It pitched in front of him, went beyond him, and went for four.
He wasn't close enough to try to do that.
You know, when people were playing San Marino or Liechtenstein, you know, in international sport, they'd talk about, you know, the left back was a postman and the centre half's a milkman. And now even these are all professional cricketers, aren't they?
It's the same in football. You play Guiseley Town in the FA Cup, and half of them are professionals.
Yeah.
Bertel is in, and this is slapped through cover. Reaches the man at deep mid-off, and they go through for one.
How would you know about the FA Cup? You're a QPR.
Exactly. Well, I know about Vauxhall Motors.
Yes.
They didn't all work for Vauxhall Motors, though, did they?
Only some of them. There was a YouTube video, the lowest hour of every championship club, and I knew what it was going to be.
Well, some of them have got a lot to choose from, to be fair. You know, can have a top 15.
Yes, for Birmingham.
There is Bertel again, and this is swung long and straight. Good and one. Six. Wow.
The number of the day really hops and kicks. The number of the day is 666.
Well, that's got Jones going again, that's for sure.
Which of us is Squinty James May, do you think?
Well, you're David Moyes, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's probably John. I think I'm thinking on the hairstyle rather than the...
Yeah, because Gray. Well, you should try to claim it, because Greystoke says Squinty James May is quite good, which is high praise indeed.
Well, the other day,
get a T-shirt made up with that.
Yeah.
The other day when I was on, I was Phil Davis from Whitechapel, which
what?
From the crime series Whitechapel.
Oh, not familiar with it. No.
Yeah, good series. He's a good actor, actually. Anyway, we're having a switcheroo.
Well, we're still trying to decide. Someone's not here again.
Apparently I'm doing ball by ball, which will be fun because I don't know any of the players or anything else. But I'm going to say Sompal is bowling. He's coming in, he's right arm over the wicket, and he's bowling a slow ball to McMullen, who chips this up. 1, 2, 3 bounces to long on. They take a single, and he's being replaced by the Bear. So we can have some more 1970s references.
Absolutely. Well, we're all kids of the 60s and 70s, aren't we?
We are indeed.
So do you wish me to stay in the summariser's chair?
Yeah, you might as well, because Anindo's not turned up, so he's got his passport issues, and there's no one else. There's only the 4 of us at the moment.
Well, that last 6 was caught by a Scottish player in
one of the boxes.
It's either a box or
above the sight screen.
Yeah. Anyway, it's right arm round now, and big swing, big miss, and the ball hits the stumps. Sompal has got his wicket. Jones has gone for 71.
You silly little boy.
He isn't really.
What were you playing at?
Well, that was just the first one I went to when it came to wickets. Should have put on a better one. Good innings, really, from Jones, wasn't it? I mean, he's basically done the bulk of the work for this Scottish team so far.
Yeah, he got a bit bogged down after the power play, but he'll be quite happy, I think.
You'd think the Irish would get bogged down rather than the Scottish, whilst we're making stereotypic jokes.
I think there's quite a lot of bog in Scotland. If you
is there?
Want it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's got a big hand, and he's getting congratulations. Well, he's not really getting congratulations from his teammates. They're sort of asking him.
Well, they've got
looking quizzical at him.
Well, really, they've got to finish. I mean, they've got 8 wickets in the fucking hutch and only 4.4 overs left. I mean, they really need to be swinging for the rafters.
Swing for the hills, really.
Exactly.
Where is this game being played? Looks vaguely familiar.
Wankhede.
Wankhede, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wankhede, Doctor away, blah blah. Sompal, that's his first wicket. Unsurprisingly, only 2 have fallen. He has 1 for 18 now, off 2 overs and 2 balls, which bizarrely counts as a decent knock in T20 cricket. The new batsman, and we're going to jingle him up when we find. Is he the captain? He always used to be. He's been there for about 30 years, isn't he? He's 38. Jesus.
For Barrington, necessities, simple Barrington, necessities. Forget about your worries, strive. I mean Barrington.
Anyway, his first ball is nudged down towards backward point. The fielder makes a sprawling non-stop. Then he goes back and retrieves a single to Barrington. Off the first ball he's received. As we're looking again at the wicket, he came down the wicket, tried to hoik it over long on. It may have deceived him with a lack of pace, actually. Cannoned into leg stump.
Wahoo!
Much to the enjoyment of the Nepal supporters in the crowd, there seem to be quite a lot of them wearing their distinctive headgear, whatever that's called, a Nepalese hat. Anyway, Sompal. This time to McMullen, who has 25 off 18. It's a slow ball, he's chipped it back and it's caught one-handed. Well, that's an absolute reaction catch there from Sompal. He stuck up his right hand, and 2 wickets in the over, and Scotland are not making the most of their good start.
They really aren't, I mean, you'd have thought with the wickets in hand that they've got and the start that they've got, they should be pushing for 200. They look like going to be about 165, 170.
Yeah, he's just got himself in a bit of a mess with that, really.
Have you had any bets? Have you won any bets?
I've won lots of bets and lost lots of bets.
Today?
Today I lost the only bet I've had, which was the fall of the first wicket under 73.5.
Well, maybe go under on the next one, because they seem to be collapsing in a heap. Anyway, 2 wickets in the over. It's one wicket so far.
But they'll probably offer me about 12 runs. That's the problem, I guess.
Yeah,
and
the spread's clear.
And of course, now the 2 in batters have gone, and you've got 2 guys starting again, haven't you?
The new fellow has the most Scottish name possible. That's a horrible noise. His name is Bruce. That's all I know about him.
Bruce?
His name is Bruce, and he is funky. Tom Bruce. He's in at number 5. And if Tony were here, he would have all his details, his averages, his highest score on each ground that he's played at, and his inside leg measurement. But he isn't.
So we know nothing.
He's right-handed, and he's 34, and his acceleration index is 79, but his power's only 73.
Bishop.
Sompal, he's having the time of his life. 2 wickets in the over. And let's have a look again at that catch. He did stick up a hand, and it stuck, basically. I think he may have defeated him again with the lack of pace. He drove a little bit too early, did McMullen. Anyway, first ball to new batsman is chipped up in the air. It's timed quite sweetly, actually, for a first ball from Bruce. But it's fielded by the man on the deep square leg boundary. Just a single to him. So far we've seen 1 wicket, 1 wicket, 1. Guess what's coming for the last ball of the over?
Well, they won't let me go under.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, actually.
Well, they tend to stop offering at the end of the innings.
Yeah, especially because wickets tend to just accumulate at this point. So how have Nepal done in this tournament? You can tell me after this ball as Sompal comes in and bowls to Barrington, and it's going to be a dot ball. So an incredibly good over for Nepal. Just the 3 runs off it, 2 wickets, and at the end of the 16th over, Scotland are 134 for 3.
I think they've lost every game they played.
Have they?
Yeah, they nearly beat us.
Who's us? Watford?
No, England.
Liverpool. Oh, England.
Yes.
Right, okay.
We got 187, I think. They need 11 off the last over.
I think we beat by 4 runs, did we not?
Yeah, 5.
Well, how many wickets were left for them? Would they have batsmen in, or?
Yeah, when it was a guy who'd scored a rate of about 200. He hit Joffre for 23 in the 17th over, and And yeah, they need 11 off the last over, and I think Sammy Curran bowled it and kept them down.
Who would entrust Sam Curran with 11 needed off the final?
They got
over?
absolutely walloped by Italy, and I think they got walloped by the West Indies
by 10
as well.
wickets.
Yeah, exactly.
And by 9 wickets by the West Indies.
Exactly. So
it's up and down tournament, fair to say. Bertel is going to be bowling, and he's going to be bowling to Bruce, who has 1 off 1. He's right arm over the wicket. I think they're leg breaks, but nothing really turns, as this is just chipped up to deep-ish, wide mid on for a single. And
this is Mr. Bruce's 20th T20 international, apparently.
Okay.
Average is 18.5.
Did it say he was 34?
It did, yes.
I mean, if even I'm recognising some of these names in the Scotland team, they must be quite old.
Yeah. They've been around for a while.
Where are the new people coming through as Bertel bowls a short ball and a slower ball, and it's lapped round the corner? They're taking a quick single and make it comfortably.
Well, I think that was Andy's point earlier. I think with a lot of Ireland, the same thing. There are no real new people. Not a big enough base, is there, really?
Well,
and a lot of
your base is the whole world.
Well, exactly.
With passports.
You've got to have cricket players who want to play for Scotland who've got, various Scottish ancestors.
Next ball from Bertel is digged up to long on for another single. It's interesting, actually, because Scotland is part of the United Kingdom. Would somebody with a United Kingdom passport of a grandparent be able to play for Scotland, or for that matter Ireland, because Northern Ireland's in the UK?
Well, I mean, if your ancestor is Scottish or Irish,
but do they have to be from Scotland, or can they be from anywhere in the UK?
They've got to have heritage. Yeah.
As Bertel bowls, and this is slapped out to wide-ish, and over the head of the man who was about 8 yards in on the long off boundary, and it's cleared his head, and it's gone for one of these.
2, 4, 6.
I mean, it's interesting. If you look at the Italian side, apart from the guy who looks like Mario, they are basically 8 Aussies. JJ Smut,
South African.
Yeah, is playing for. This
next ball's a little bit shorter. It's muscled into the leg side. Is it going to beat the two men? No, they've collided with each other.
He's
but the
kneed
ball
him in the bollocks.
He has. They both slid for it and arrived in a heap. And he may have, Gulshan may have taken one in a painful place. Either way, the ball didn't cross the boundary. I think they've taken 2 runs. And watch them both slide in feet first towards each other and connect. Oh!
Yeah, I think the successful fielder got the ball and the
ball.
Well,
he's smiling as he does it.
He's managed to hit 3 balls at once there. But, you've saved the boundary, so...
Oh my gosh!
And everyone laughs as they always do. Poor Mr. Gulshan is not seeing the funny side. They come along with water. I don't know what water's supposed to do, really.
Memories of the great John Arlott line from the England-New Zealand test of years ago, when he said Glenn Turner's taken a nasty blow just below the thigh, but he should get through to lunch with only 1 ball left.
Dear,
Does anyone of our myriad intelligent listeners know what those Nepalese hats are called?
I'm waiting for the answer. You heard the question.
I shall find out.
Oh, that is a top quality. It was Rohit who came sliding in, and you see these occasionally in. Well, it was more of a rugby or a football injury than a cricket one.
Yeah, it's a sliding tackle.
Yeah.
Would
you have given him a red card, a yellow card for that?
Well, there was no studs.
Reckless? Did his feet leave the floor?
I don't know.
What does VAR say?
Essentially, it was a 50-50, wasn't it?
What does VAR say?
Apparently, a Nepalese hat is called a topi.
A topi? No, I think.
T-O-P-I.
Well, I think those were the sort of the round ones which slope down, and the hard hats that they used to wear in India. Were these not a topi as well? Because they're very different. You know those like dun-coloured ones, which are sort of round on the top and they slope down the brim. A hard
I don't know. What was it? What's the name? Just like that.
Tommy Cooper. That was a fez.
That's right.
This is more like a fez than a topi, I would have thought. But hat talk.
There's also another. There's also another entry here that says a Gurkha hat is called a terai.
Terai.
T-E-R-A-I.
Okay.
It's a type of slouch hat, apparently, associated with the Gurkhas.
Slouch hat? That sounds something I would approve of.
Terai region of Nepal.
We're seeing some wonderful pictures of, presumably, the buildings of Bombay, or whatever they call it nowadays. That's a very fine architectural number, that is, isn't it?
Lockie 6 says he ate crisps in 1972, so he's qualified to play for England.
Yes.
Very good.
I'm just wondering how it works, because Scotland and, a bit of the Ireland team are in the United Kingdom. So maybe they need to... Why are we seeing Zimbabwe fans?
Because they were very happy they got through. Australia are out, you know that?
I have heard that, yeah.
Because the Zimbabwe island was rained off. So Zimbabwe got a point.
Well, that's a lovely way for Australia to go out.
I know, isn't it just? And Australia have only got one game left against Oman.
The best way possible.
And does the loser get knocked out of the next tournament? That would be funny. We're going to start a new over, and it's going to be Berto. Oh, it's not. It's still got one ball left of the last over, and he's dragged this out to deep long on. It's been taken, falling by Jura on the long off boundary, on the long on boundary, and that is a wicket. He slapped it low and hard. It was actually a decent catch.
It was. I thought he dropped it again for a minute.
No. He was the one who slightly disgraced himself by claiming a catch earlier, which he dropped. Although he did look a bit sheepish. He wasn't entirely sure. He did drop it onto his thigh, the earlier one, and then it hit the ground. So he may have thought that it actually hadn't been grounded. Anyway, Berrington's gone, and Scotland are collapsing in a heap.
Right. Well, we got a guy here called Dippen, and then there's a really long name that I cannot really pronounce. Sorry, it's just got too many bloody syllables in it and vowels. But I'm going to call you Dippen, and you know who you are. It's Dippen and then something Dippen 001. So I'm just going to call you from Dippen from now on. He says it's Scotland's finish versus Nepal's fight. Last 4 overs decide everything. Well, that is very true. Nepal are getting the best of it at the moment. I just think this is poor from Scotland. With the start they got, they should be aiming for 200. They've only got 3 overs left. They're going to get 160, 170.
Well, they're still only 4 wickets down, really.
Well, that's my point. I mean, you've got all these wickets in the hutch, and you're just not getting anywhere. Someone's be trying to smash it out of the ground.
Who's the new batsman? I don't think he's going to be facing, but if I can find him, I'll jingle him up. It's this guy.
Wow, we have an answer to our hat question.
Out upon the field,
it's Leask. So this first ball is chipped out to backward square leg. They're going to take a single and no more. More on hats. Not more on hats. More on hats.
Boo 8855-3 says a toppy is just South Asian for hat. Nepali toppy, it's called a Dhaka toppy.
Dhaka.
But Dhaka is just the type of fabrics that's used. There's no special name for it beyond that. It's the Nepal hat. End of.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad we've managed to engage our listeners.
Clifford Bradford 8910. Australia out has made my day. Yours and mine too.
Yes, you're not alone.
Nandon into cross. Have we jingled up cross? I don't think so. As he's turned this round the corner, it's beaten the man at short fine leg. It's going to be no, it is. It was unavailing dive. 4 runs.
A much needed 4.
Matt Cross will hit the stump. You're at your crease, will hit the stump. Matt Cross will hit the stump.
I like that jingle. I don't like many nowadays, but I like that one. Well done, whoever did that. Matt Cross is the...
That was not the place to bowl with that field. Not really.
No, Nandon... he's gone for 22 off his 14 deliveries bowled so far. 2.2 overs in old money. 150 up for Scotland. They are 150 for 4, and there are 2 overs and 4 balls remaining as Cross faces up to Nandon again, and that has bowled him. He went to try and lap it round the corner, missed a straight ball. He is...
Now you're gone.
I thought I was going to say out.
I like this. Greystoke says, I lived in London in London for 2 years in the 90s during the Mad Cow era. So can't give blood in Australia now. Hence, he could play for England. He has English mad cow in his blood, potentially.
He could also play for Scotland and Ireland, I think. If anyone has control through the ICC regulations on what does it mean to qualify for a country which isn't a country, do let us know.
I could theoretically qualify to play for Wales. My grandma on my dad's side was Welsh.
But it's England and Wales, isn't it? Oh, there's a chunky bloke come out to a chunky bloke has come out to bat. He's filling his shirt quite well.
Leask.
No, Leask, because Lucy's got his. That's what happened. They said Leask had come in earlier, but it was actually Cross. So I've played the jingle for Leask already, so he's not getting another one. 150 for 5, 2.5 overs remain. Not a great fan of this Scottish kit. It's very. I mean, the colour's all right, but it's just a bit sort of. I don't know what you call that art thing where people throw paint at a canvas and hope for the best. I can hear Andy in the distance, but I can't hear what he's saying. Oh dear. Anyway, Leask is going to face up to Nandan. It's short, and he's worn that on the shoulder as it goes to the wicketkeeper who has a shy at the stumps. I think he missed the stumps. Either way, it's going to be a leg by 151 for 5.
Lucky 6. I was an Aussie yesterday. Now I'm a proud Kiwi.
Andy's correctly spotted this. The Scotland kit as being 90s goalkeeper. They used to have them in yellow where there was splodges of blue and green and all sorts and orange.
Sort of Peter Shilton-ish.
No, I'm thinking of
or Seaman, perhaps.
Paul Robinson, or somebody like that. Anyway, in comes Nandan, bowls a full toss, and it's muscled out to long on, which you tend to say rather a lot in these games. And it's only a single. He looks at his bat. I don't know why you're looking at his bat. If you'd have hit it somewhere else, it would have gone somewhere else. Nothing to do with the bat. 1 for 23 now, Nandan. 1 ball left of his third over. And
I think maybe he thought he'd broken it.
Is Peter out a place in Scotland? Because that would be good. I know there's a Peter Head.
I don't know. Peter out. No, I don't.
Peter out.
Farong says it appears not Bangladesh are playing for the interest of Indian bookies. Or so it appears. What are you trying to say?
I like the Nepalese flag because it's oddly shaped.
Is it?
Yes.
Mischief.
It's like a triangular pennant, one on top of the other. So you've got. Anyway, next ball is short. Worn on the shoulder again by Leask. It dribbles towards point. A leg by is taken. And that is the end of the 18th over, 153 for 5. You're not seeing the Nepalese flag?
Yeah, well, Greystoke 666 is fun fact. The Nepali flag is the only non-rectangular flag in the world.
Aren't there any square ones?
I don't know, actually.
No, I don't think there are.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Oh, right, okay, that's cool.
It looks like a pennant on a ship, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Square is a rectangle, says Andy. It's a quadrahedron.
Oh, we're getting technical now.
We are getting technical. Yeah, well, Dippen has come back. Scotland's strong start has turned into a tense finish in the last few hours. Yeah, I mean, they've really fucked this up, Scotland, I have to say. They just...
We are ignoring the bowling.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, with that many wickets, mind you, did you see Australia yesterday?
No, of course not.
Well, of course you didn't. But I mean, they were Head and Marsh got them up to, I think it was 108.
Capitulation.
After 8.2 overs, they capitulated to 100. Was it 77 or something?
Yep.
Against Bangladesh, they should have, and they had 10 wickets now, and everyone just gave it away.
We've had 10 seconds looking at a car on the boundary, the Hyundai Creta. Are they giving us any money? No, they're not, so we won't talk about it. Sunpal bowls. First ball new over is a slow full toss, and it's dragged out to deep backward square. I think they're coming back for 2. It could be tight. No. There is a dive, but the ball never reaches the stump. So 2 runs off the first ball of the 19th over.
A little bit of a fumble on the boundary.
Fumble on the boundary.
Enabled them to get back for 2.
That's a B-side track, isn't it? Fumble on the boundary.
Now.
Yeah,
now.
As Extra Fluffo points out correctly, it's 2 isosceles triangles.
Is it?
Yes.
But they're not,
on top of each other.
Well, Sort of, not entirely. The bottom half's got a star in it, and the top half, I don't know what that is. It looks like a bowl of rice to me.
It could be. Maybe that's an important
As Sunpal bowls again, another slow ball. When you keep bowling slow balls, maybe that's just the pacey bowls.
And maybe
it's
you
a dot
should set
ball.
yourself to smash it over his head. Look, we've had a super chat.
Hey!
First of the day. Thank you very much.
Is it about hats?
No, it's from GC Pawnbot. He says, "I tell her to buy some butter to help extricate not Fred from that seat."
No. If you watch between the innings, you will see me gracefully
exit,
despite the fact that I have 2 dodgy knees and technically still a broken right arm.
Really? That was like way back, wasn't it?
6 months. Sunpal comes in and bowls, and this is a bit quicker actually, and it's a good attempt at a diving stop from the extra couple of fielder. The ball bounced about a yard in front of him. Those are the ones that hit you in the teeth. He did dive forward, and he got both hands to it, and kept it in front of him. And I'm pretty sure prevented a run. Oh no, they did take one.
They did get one. Because it escaped from him a little.
Those are not easy to field.
Lockie says, "I have Scottish ancestry, so he qualifies to play for Italy."
I think I've flown over India. I can play for Canada now. As this next ball is slow and full and missed by the batsman, and another wicket.
5 wickets. Well.
Well, it's not 5 wickets, it's 6 wickets. But it's not 5 wickets at the bottom. Anyway, it's the third one for Sunpal. He's really cleaning up towards the end of this innings. 3 for 23 now, mostly with slow ball. That was out the back of the hand, and it completely defeated the batsman. And if you are going to bowl that, make sure it's hitting the stumps, because if they miss, you hit, and that's exactly what happened. Bruce has gone.
Well, I think Bruce has played too early at every single ball that he's received, so he's not picking the slow ball at all.
This is a terrible finish from Scotland. Boo says a square is a rectangle.
Boo agrees with Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Baby Shaker says John looks like a prowler peeking through my window.
Well, maybe he is.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
We've started an argument. Tim Wilton says rectangle isn't a square.
A rectangle isn't a square, but a
square is a rectangle.
Well, but what is that A equals B, but B doesn't equal A.
Well, exactly. That doesn't sound right to me.
No, it doesn't. Mark Watt is the new person in. They've all got very sort of short and Scottishy names. He's 29, so he's the baby of the squad, probably. Have we got a jingle for him? Let's see if he's in long enough. As Sunpal comes in and bowls, and he just tries to guide this through the slips. He actually got too much of the bat on it. It goes to short third man. They do take a single. Where is Watt here?
Well, Eric J001
coming up to bowl. He'll make you miss your shot. Turn down Mark Watt. Turn down Mark Watt. Turn down Mark Watt. Turn down Mark Watt.
Eric J says, listen to this cricket or curling. Now the thing about curling is it's really boring until the last bit.
You know who'd be good at curling? Trevor Chappell. As 157 for 6, 1 ball left of the 19th over. Sunpal bowling, least batting, and he's dragged this from a high outside the off stump out to long on, and it's a single. The end of the over. The 19th is complete. 158 for 6.
Yeah, they're not even going to get 170 unless they have a decent final.
Unless they do, yeah.
I mean, what were they on after the power play, or after about 8 overs?
52, I think they got in the power play.
They scored, so just over 115 overs. It's not very good, is it?
Andy makes the point that if Trevor Chappell would have been bowling the last stone, he would have lobbed it up in the air, smashed all the ice. And what happens if you do that? Actually, like in 10-pin bowling, does it count if you throw it in the air and hit them on the full, or do you have to roll it along the ground?
I don't. Can you do that in 10-pin bowling?
People do it by accident. You see these videos of people not letting go of the ball, and it jumps up and smashes the ceiling, and other such things. Or they don't get their fingers out, and it pulls them down the runway because it's very, very slippery. Anyway, 1 over to go. 158 for 6, and Nandan is going to be bowling, and the first ball is going to be a leg by, unless the wicketkeeper hits, which he doesn't. It was an attempted pull. It hit him somewhere around the groin, went round the corner, keeper fielded, shied at the non-striker's end, missed one leg by.
Drew Peacock says, I could only ever afford one bat, so I qualify for France. Nice.
I've had some sardines. I think I could play for Portugal. And Portugal have a cricket team. I think
there's a lot of places have cricket teams. Germany has a cricket team. France has a cricket
Croatia.
team. Spain does have a cricket team.
Well, David Brooke played for Montenegro, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Which tells you all you need to know about both David Brooke and Montenegro, as Nandan, with 5 balls left in the innings, bowls to Watts, and he's driven back over the bowler's head rather. It's a good shot and a very good piece of fielding by the deep mid-off. They're going to come back for 2, but a good stop on the boundary, and he's getting roundly applauded by his teammates and people in the crowd.
Yeah, so he should be. That was a really good stop.
Yeah, because he dived and he had to time it well with his hand, because he's almost sort of overrun it and had to reach down and
well done to his teammate for going round and backing him up without crashing into him.
I have to say,
like they did 10 minutes ago.
From a playing point of view, I don't like this thing about 2 fielders having to field every ball. I didn't want to chase after it, for one person, let alone 2, as this is muscled out to a long off for a single by the weighty Leask, I think it's fair to say.
There's a lot of crap maths chat.
What chat? Maths. About
what equals means, or 2 pi radians context. I don't know,
Right, well, we've had hats, we've had maths, we've had all sorts going on today. And we're here to keep you entertained. If the cricket doesn't entertain, then at least we can. Or we can try to, anyway.
We can try.
Nandan, 3 balls left of the innings, 162 for 6, will be bowling to Leask. Leask sounds like a mispronunciation of something, doesn't it? He's in right arm over the wicket, and an attempted pull to a short ball. The keeper's going up for a catch behind, maybe to prevent the umpire calling a wide, and I think it's just going to be a dot ball.
Well, I don't think, well, it shouldn't be a wide, should it?
Are they saving their review for one of the last 2 deliveries?
Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, exactly.
Yes, they are going to have a review. I hope they find his foot went over to see a no ball, because that would serve them right. Let's have a look. Did he get a bit of glove on this? It's taking a while to...
I thought it went over the bat. Stephen Coates says, hello world. Hello, Stevie. Stephen Uzano says the English language can be confusing.
Well, let's have a look.
It certainly can.
Clown Cockney is another man banned from giving blood when he moved to Canada, presumably because of Mad Cow. That came off the bat, didn't it?
Well, if it hit anything, it was the bat. It was nowhere near the glove, so it should be fairly simple on Snicker. You see, the thing about these Nepali hats is they look like sort of swatches from a carpet shop in 1978 in London, don't they?
They're a bit like they used to wear in fast food shops way back in the 70s. Used to have little paper ones of those stuff.
Or wallpaper, slightly dodgy 1970s wallpaper.
Definitely like that, yeah.
Decision is pending. We haven't seen anything Snicker related or hotspot related. They don't have hotspot anymore, do they?
I don't know what this is on about. People arguing about something.
There's the 2 people in goalkeeper's shirts standing next to each other, waiting for this review. I mean, even if Leask is given out now, and it's taken him 3 minutes to get off the wicket, I've still played with people who've taken longer to get off. He's going to change the decision. He's going to give him out, and so Leask has gone. He's been caught behind. 7th wicket has fallen. I'm not going to bother to play a wicket jingle.
Okay.
Perhaps this is why Scotland didn't push the go button. Well, I'm not sure they pushed the go button at all, but I mean, this is possibly why they didn't push it earlier.
Well, they should have done.
I mean, almost pulled out anyway. So.
Well, I know, but you still should have gone earlier. Right, Lockie6 wants to know: is John going to tie a Triumph Herald into a sailboat? I think that's a reference to James May.
No. well beyond my talent, I'm afraid.
John, COVID's over. The barbers are open again.
Indeed.
So that's a choice rather than a necessity. Okay, new batsman is Davidson, also a sort of a Scottishy name. I have to say there's very few Indians and Pakistanis in the Scottish team.
True.
Wait, no, that's been an issue. Oh, okay, forget I said that. Anyway, he's 21, Oliver Davidson. Wow. He's a left-handed bat.
He's a newbie.
Babe of the team.
The American side is full of Indians.
Yes, and the Canadian.
And the Canadians, yeah.
Anyway, Nandan's going to be bowling to Davidson's well wide of the off stump, and that is going to be a wide, surely. Yes, it is.
The umpire took a while to give it, but it was always going to be one. Still my favourite wide jingle.
What happened to the
what?
Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers one that I did years ago?
Probably got dinged, so probably got deleted.
Okay, yeah. Ooh wah, ooh wah, ooh wah, ooh wah, ooh wah, ooh wah. Wide. Anyway, Nandan bowls again, full and straight, and carved out to sort of deepish extra cover. The man from a long off field. It's a single. Davison is off the mark. One ball left of the innings. 164 for 7. They're not going to get to 170 unless they do. Have been any sixes in this innings? I haven't seen any.
I think we had two earlier on.
Two.
Yeah, so none in the last 10 overs or something, which tells you something, doesn't it?
Tim Wilton Davis says, did you know the equals and pi signs hail from Cymru, i.e. Wales? I did not.
I think that sounds like bollocks.
There's a lot of things that sound like bollocks.
Aren't they Greek? Pi is a Greek letter.
I'm sure pi. Well, no, I don't think it's a Greek letter. Omega Theta and all those ones, they're all Greek.
Last ball might be a 6.
Yay!
It is a 6. We have actually seen one earlier. I'd forgotten one. So they do get to 170, as we all knew they would, as the last ball clears the boundary at deep mid-wicket.
6.
He was so deep in his crease, he nearly knocked his stumps over with his front foot.
There was a hit wicket the other day.
Didn't he? Yeah.
There was a hit wicket off the last ball of an innings. So someone went so deep and tried to sweep it. And
Just
actually
dinked it over the diving fielder on the fence.
Yeah.
Well, Scotland's innings finishes with a flourish, but there were precious few flourishes in the previous 10 overs.
Yeah, I mean, well, from where they were, I mean, it's a reasonable score, and it may well cause Nepal problems, but they should have got to 200, really, with the start they had.
Yeah.
Right, there's loads of maths chat, people arguing about equals and pies, and I don't know where it started, so I don't know that.
I thought you were a pie expert, Bear.
Well, certain pies, yeah.
I've seen you bowl. Oi.
Lucky Six says John dismissed that suggestion instantly. That was about the Triumph Herald, one presumes. There'll only be a 5-minute thing before we turn over. We might just go and have a sit down, because I don't think anyone else is turning up, so I think it's us 4 again for the second innings.
Yeah.
Will Reynolds may show up, but he had a hospital appointment, and Nindo may show up depending on what's happened with his passport.
Well, Will messaged just now to saying he was waiting for a scan of his head.
Well, there you go. So he's still in the
Sound
hospital.
terribly good.
He basically said if he got back from... Yeah, no, he had a hospital appointment for a scan. You know what he's like. So, you know what hospital appointments are like. They probably told him 2 o'clock and he'll be seen at about 5. So,
December.
Good chance. Yeah, exactly. So there's a good chance we won't see Will. I don't know if an India will pop up. He's due for a couple of stints in the back end, but he may not. Of course, Hendo was supposed to be here today and then sent a huffy email or mail yesterday saying, I'm not doing Scotland-Nepal. Why are we doing Scotland-Nepal? Why not?
Well, I mean, I've come a long way for this to do Scotland-Nepal, and I'm enjoying every
second of it. Yes, okay.
We believe you. We believe you.
Well, Dippin reckons that Scotland recovered well at the end to reach a competitive. It might be a competitive total, but I just think they should have got more from where they started off and the amount of wickets they had at a certain point. They kind of threw it away for me. Last one, Drew Peacock. Fun fact: Scottish children learn to play cricket with a week-old deep-fried Mars bar. There you go.
Hey ho.
Right, we're going to have a little break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes because that's all they have for a break.
See you in a bit. 5.
End Bear. I mean, we've got the talents of Hendo and me who can write a bit. We've got Nick. We've got Nick. We've got Anindo.
I'm sure we could pull something together between us.
Anindo could knock up a quick Wizards, the story of alternative commentary writing. You know, there'd be loads of opportunities. Well, anyway, so obviously, Nick, the one thing I didn't ask you is what do you want to drink?
I'd love to have Guinness.
The old B&B. You can. We've had plenty of people asking for Guinness. Who had a Guinness last time? I think Annie might have had a Guinness, rather unusually. You're very welcome. By the time we've only got 45 minutes, it will take most of that time to pour, but you'll have to live with that. And you will get the little shamrock in the top, and you might get Paul Sterling to blow on it if you're very lucky.
That sounds lovely. I could do without the stand, but I do need the shamrock.
Right. So, this World T20 starting to take shape a little bit. Very basic question for all three of us, I suppose. Is it more or less fun than we expected? Bear, why don't you take that one first? Where do you stand on that? I quite
enjoyed it, to be honest. There have been some close games with teams you wouldn't expect. I mean, the problem with T20, as we always talk about, is even though it's a shortened form of the game, it's supposed to make it tighter. As often is the case, one team scores too many. And another team has to chase it down, loses wickets early, and then the game is pretty much done in 5 overs, and you can see the result happening. Pretty much what happened to England yesterday, losing to the West Indies. I think they let them get too many at 195. But fantastic game between England and Nepal, and who saw that coming? I mean, I thought Nepal had that one really with 11
especially
to go.
as they're limping to defeat, probably.
They're getting absolutely hammered
against the mighty Italians.
Italy are 68 for none after 6 overs, chasing 124. I mean, they're halfway there. I mean, they need about 4 and over now. I mean, much as we discussed, Italy are full of basically international rejects. I mean, JJ Smuts, who I remember seeing playing for South Africa, I can remember him playing for South Africa 3 or 4 years ago, is now playing for Italy. Apparently via his girlfriend's grandmother or something? Wife's grandmother? Did someone put that on a WhatsApp group?
His girlfriend's grandmother? That's not even a relative.
Well, exactly. I mean, it might be his wife's grandmother.
Wait, I think more likely. Well, I mean, let's just for a second be a little bit indulgent and talk about England. Are you not slightly... Oh, well, actually, it's not fair, because we didn't ask Nick. Enjoying it more or less than you expected, Nick?
I think enjoying it more than I expected to. I thought yesterday was a really good day with the super over between Afghanistan and South Africa, and then...
Double super over.
And then a sort of upset of Windies beating England. I think, I like the big feel that it feels a bit more global, and I think we've maybe just got to slightly readjust our kind of focus. And you know, in the early stages of the Football World Cup, you get Brazil versus Azerbaijan, and no one expects it to be close, but you're kind of whetting the appetite. You're seeing what the teams are offering, and it's a bit of an amuse-bouche, isn't it, for the Super 8s, which I don't really agree with. I'm a big fan of quarterfinals, old school way, and games with jeopardy, but that's a different conversation.
I'm 100%.
Well, there will be games with jeopardy, won't there, when it comes to the Super 8s, because whoever wins the first game has only got to win one more, but then, you know, if you win one, lose one, and every team does that, then the last games all... And presumably, the last games in each Super 8 will be played at the same time as well, won't they? Is that going to be how the way it works? I suppose you can't really fix it like you can football.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that, Bear, because, you know, like the ICC have consistently put sort of profit over product or unfairness. So, I would be surprised if they are.
Yeah, I don't think it matters so much in cricket because, everyone, you either win or lose, don't you? But I mean, no one wants to lose, so... I mean, it could come down to everyone needs to win their last game in a group. You know, you win one, you lose one, everyone does cricket, that.
You either win or lose, or you have a Super 8.
Well, you've got 3 games in a Super 8, haven't you? So you could win one, lose one, and everyone could win one, lose one, and then basically everyone has, whoever wins their last games, it could all come down to run rate, blah, blah, blah. Although 2 teams go through, so if everyone's doing that, then 2 teams will have 2, and the other 2 will only have 1 win, won't they? So,
but it could go back to England for a moment?
Yeah.
Just out of interest. Because, you know, limped through or scraped through against Sri Lanka, just as they did against
Sri Lanka. You mean Nepal?
Sorry, Nepal. I beg Nepal's pardon. Is spin our kryptonite? Against the West Indies, 6 wickets fell for 96 in 12 overs of spin, and we slumped on a turning slow pitch from 131 for 4 to 166, all out. It just feels like You know, you could forgive scraping through against Nepal, but then against the West Indies, frankly, I guess they were relying on dew that never really did materialise, and I guess that's you know, the law of sod. I think they need to employ Messi as dew consultant. But they were poor. England were poor and seemed to get everything, just pretty much everything wrong.
I fucking hate this discussion because no, I don't think it is. Again, I think it's T20 cricket, right? I mean, the fact is they were poor. Adil Rashid should have caught Rutherford, dropped him, fucking dolly. He went on to score another 30, 40 runs. And the fact is, although we were 4 down, and yes, everyone can bat, you only have a certain amount of power hitters, right? With 4 down, you basically had Sam Curran and Will Jacks, who were the proper batsmen who were left in the side once they were out. And at that point, you're chasing 11, 12 and over. It's not a question of they're shit against spin. It's a question of you've got to score 12 and over against spin. You can't just knock it in the gap and hit a single. You haven't got time. It's not an ODI. You can't play yourself in, catch up and then go. You've got basically go from the off. You get it wrong, which is very possible in short form cricket. You skew it up in the air and someone catches you. There's 5 men out on the boundary. I mean, in that sense, it's a bit of a lottery when you're chasing down a big score. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, you know, chasing down 200 is easy." Fucking ain't easy. Scoring at 10 and over for 20 overs, even though you've got 11 batsmen, is never going to be easy. Doesn't matter how good you are, because you only have to make one mistake in cricket and you're out. You don't get second chances.
I think it's sort of weirdly...
It's the way it goes.
It's weirdly odd that the first... You know, you go back to the 24 World T20 and, you know, ifs and buts and maybes, but Scotland were battering the ball all over the West Indies. And then it rained and England got a point out of that. Nepal, we just squeaked through, but, you know, it's a bit like Manchester City playing...
Don't say Liverpool.
I'm trying to think of a team that's even worse than that. I mean Scunthorpe.
Watford.
I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Scunthorpe, and you know, it's 0-0 until the 94th minute, and they get one on the break. You know, but Nick, where do you stand? I mean, to me, so Bears are all in on the it's T20, anything can happen. It's all going to be fine. I'm a bit more in the. I just see worrying signs of England. You know, not being as good as they think they are, if I'm honest. Where do you stand on that one?
I think I sort of agree with both of you. I think this team does have real problems, which you could see.
And we're back. Scotland posting 170. They may have felt they should have got more from the platform they had. They may feel that's not too bad, looking at it from ball one. And with these teams playing for pride, and they must be playing for a bit of prize money, I would think, for their respective boards. And so
indeed.
I'm trying to figure out who's doing what.
I think I'm ball by balling to kick us off.
Oh, as much as that, who's batting and bowling?
Well, it's Bertel and Sheikh, isn't it?
Well, Bertel was certainly bowling. He's going to
who've come out to bat.
So this is him. This is he, I should say. Well, it's fairly obvious once you hear it, isn't it? And the other one is going to be Asif Sheikh.
There are many Asif Sheikhs in the world today. This one is the keeper from Nepal.
And bowling, it's going to be a man with about the third most Scottish name in the team. It's Brandon McMullen.
Hamish McGregor.
Hotshot Hamish.
The manager put a brand on McMullen so the English wouldn't wrestle him away.
Here is Brandon McMullen. And this is just dabbed out square on the offside for no run.
We should have just used the Brandon McCullum jingle and just sort of slurred
this
it
is
slightly.
The end of Brandon McMullen.
That was the innings of Brandon McMullen.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Well, he'll probably have more success than Brendan McCullum is at the moment. So,
well, he's still getting paid.
Yeah, for loitering without intent. This is played away on the leg side for a single, which gets the Nepalese reply up and running on the scoreboard. 1 for none.
I suppose not having
to win.
Having done the Ashes, I didn't really get to weigh in on England's drinking team that had a bit of a cricket problem. I suppose it's all beer under the bridge by now.
I only watched one game.
Well, it isn't because
England
because
cruised it in a couple of days. What everyone was complaining about.
It isn't because Key hasn't gone yet. In comes McMullen, and this is played up to mid-on. They're sprinting through. Oh, my goodness me.
Well, he is supposed to be there to prevent that.
That would have been tight.
Well, it depends how quickly it gets to him, to be fair.
That would have been tight. I think had it hit, but it didn't.
Let's have another look. He did take the pace off it quite nicely.
He started to run straight away, but he almost had to come round the bowler.
I think he'd been out.
I think that would have been out had it hit.
I think he would have been lamenting the lack of a dive if it had.
In comes McMullen again, and this is played out square on the offside. That'll be one more to the total, taking it to 3.
It just occurred to me the other day, we were talking about the Winter Olympics. I mean, swimming is indoors in the Summer Olympics. You can just as easily have it in the Winter Olympics. Why is it a summer sport if it's indoors? Couldn't you have swimming at the Winter Olympics?
Ice sliding.
Yeah.
It's just... none of it makes any sense.
Find it arbitrary.
Again, this is chipped, and it's just cleared the infield. Fielder running back, throws on the turn, and they take 2, but he didn't get hold of that at all. I think he played too early, didn't he?
Not sure if it was a slower ball.
I think he's through the shot, isn't he? And it's just lobbed over the top of mid-wicket, who's in the circle.
Perhaps a more aware batsman would have just stepped inside it for a wide.
Yeah, because it was slanting down, wasn't it? But anyway, they got 2.
Don't tell Tony, I'm going to read the social media messages.
And in comes McMullen again. And
he thinks he's got him. The keeper thinks he's got him.
Thinks he's stumped him.
Well,
they're celebrating.
A little graphic came up saying that McMullen was getting the most swing of anybody in the tournament. But as I remember from my own bowling career, the slower you bowl, the more it swings.
Well,
swings out of the park in your case. I've seen you bowl.
I've seen you bowl.
Are they going upstairs for a look? I think they are.
He's on the line. It's one of those where his toes on the line. I think he's probably got something down behind it, but it's one of those ones that good job it's not football. They'd take 15 minutes over this.
It'll be a stud from the top of the shoe, won't it? That he's still got behind the line, probably.
Or are they they're just moving on? Yeah.
It's not out. Yeah, they've decided it's not out.
Quite quickly.
And that's that.
It's that.
I don't know where we were up to in these comments, but I'm just going to read some at random. Lockie the 6th says, random cricket thought, Nepal should walk this because Scotland can't bowl.
Well, we shall see.
Whereas Boo88553 says, these two teams know each other well. Scotland will pose problems.
Well, it's Brad Curry who's going to bowl from
jingle him
this
in a
end.
second.
He's up now.
Drop.
Bowls, and that's dropped. It was driven back at him.
Hard.
He threw out the bowling hand.
Smart bit of work by the umpire. It was
to get out the way of the ball.
Diverted right into his path, so good reactions from him. This is the bowler.
I think
if he's in a hurry, he will start to scurry. If he sees his mate marry, he might scabadurry. Such is life for Bradley Curry on the daily.
Actually giving the umpire too much credit there. It's coming straight for his head, and actually Curry has diverted it away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair to Curry, that's one of those that you stick your hand up and sometimes it goes in and sometimes it doesn't, right?
Yes.
And he comes again, and this is just dabbed away on the leg side for no run.
Isn't Curry cultural appropriation? Where's the sweeper with the brush? Asks Eric J001. Good question. Farron gives us quick info odds. I don't think we're interested in that. If this was a punch-up, Scotland would piss it, says Lockie.
Well, they've got some big units, yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's small guys you have to watch out for in fights. They're the sneaky ones.
Indeed.
Sounds like you've had experience.
Yeah, me too. I can remember a few from my school days. Anyway, here's Curry. He's in, and this is swung back over his head. I think that's gone a long way.
That just goes to show that a small man can pack a punch.
In the crowd for 6.
What's this one?
I'll be your white-haired whinger from Liverpool.
I don't know why that's in the 6s.
It should be in the 8s.
Well, obviously that was a jingle especially for Gary, but I don't know why it was in the 6s section, so I'll do a proper one. I just wanted to hear it as something new.
Well, yes, that was probably more appropriate for the shot that had been played. Anyway, here's Curry again, in past the umpire, and that's
good comeback.
Dabbed that and missed. A good riposte from Curry, who's been hit for 6 and dropped to court and bowled.
It's all happening, yep.
An eventful over, and we've still got 2 balls of it to come.
Lockie's given some cogent cricketing analysis. This isn't the game for that sort of thing. Football, rugby and basketball are winter sports too, says Clifford Bradford. Maybe it is. Scotland invented everything except for cricket, says Extra Fluffo. And for the raw energy and enthusiasm Nepal has brought to the World Cup, I would like them to go back with at least 1 victory.
Here is Curry again, and this is turned away on the leg side. I think Patel wanted a run, and Sheikh did not.
That last message
Sheikh prevailed.
Was from Dippen. Scotland invented penguins. Seems a little bit unlikely, but I'll take Lockie's word for it.
Does he mean the chocolate bar?
No, they would have deep fried it, wouldn't they?
Deep-fried
penguin. Well, you could probably get that in Antarctica or something. Deep-fried penguin. Where are penguins? Is it the south?
Here's
south,
Curry
yes.
again to Bertel. This is dabbed down on the offside. They go through for a single, and if the fielder picks that up properly, I think that's good night nurse, but I think it was Munsey, wasn't it? And he didn't pick it up properly. And so they got through for 1, and it's 12 for none after 2.
Scotland invented curries, apparently.
Well, isn't there an element of truth in that?
I don't know. Lots of places invented lots of things. The Persians claim to have invented trousers. I'm not sure if that's true. Nepal should aim around 50 to 55 after 6 overs, says Dippen. Otherwise, pressure will build quickly. Yep, that's straight down the line cricketing analysis. Scotland did, in fact, invent chicken tikka masala, says Clown Cockney. And Extra Fluffo wants to know what would happen if the punch-up was at high altitude.
Well, then Nepal would have the edge, obviously.
Then Peru would be doing very well in this punch-up World Cup, I would have thought. Various Andeans.
Oh dear, things we talk about on guerrilla cricket.
The cricket's shit, isn't it?
Less wind resistance to your fist.
Here is Watt running in and played out to cover. No run.
I always wanted somebody to use that in court as a defence, to say, he's punched him in the face, and you say, actually, no, physics say all things are repelled sort of one angstrom apart.
Yes, I would.
Here is Watt again, and this is swatted to mid-on, and they did go through.
I was
exactly on that occasion.
Exactly the kind of 14-year-old who would say that in a game of cricket. The ball's repelled off his bat, so he didn't actually
hit it.
Hit it, yes. Then if the teacher was smart, he says, "Well, you haven't scored any runs then." Dull.
No, but you can run even if you haven't hit it.
There's Sheikh facing now, and he sort of drives that up to mid-off, and they go through for another single, 14 to none.
We can talk about cricket for a moment. Certainly with the seamers, Scotland are really pushing their field in tight, which is why there was sort of
Is he a seamer? This is bowling.
No, he's the other end. Watt isn't that far away though.
Watt has come in again, and this is turned on the leg side. Wicketkeeper scampers from behind the stumps to field.
Watt has mass.
He does, yes.
Yes, he certainly
You're
does.
listening to Physics Talk.
Here on Guerrilla Cricket. We've done maths. We're now doing physics. Just dabbed on the leg side up to mid-on for a single.
Let there be no more argument that a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. I've definitively.
You have, and that's how maths works.
Yes.
You decide, and that's it.
Yes.
That's how science works.
Excellent.
have you know, after this ball
again, and this is
shot.
Played away nicely, punched away.
Well,
is it going to beat the man on the fence? No, it isn't. He's going to need his teammate to help him mop up, and I think they've taken 2. They have. So that's 18 for none after 3.
Did I never tell you I got especially commended in the UK Mathematical Olympiad of 1983? I think. So I wasn't in the top 3, but I got.
You should bring along your little badge.
I didn't get a badge.
You didn't get a badge.
No, I didn't get a badge.
What's a maths Olympiad?
Well, it's basically just an exam, really. And
they used to have this thing called the Mind Games Olympiad.
Yeah, which
was like chess and
people who are terrified to play poker for money would say was the highest form of the game.
Yeah. Well, what did they use? Just sort of chips, presumably. I mean.
But yes, it was all that kind of thing. Go and hex. And
we've got a super chat.
Ha
You're going to have to find the jingle for that, Andy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep.
At some point, because it's come up in bright blue, so I feel obliged to read it for the $2 Aussie, which is about 20p or something.
So you should. We'll have it after this ball, which is swung round the corner. Again, they're going through for a single, which they scramble through.
Okay.
One onto the score.
Super chat cash, super chat cash, super chat cash.
Greystoke 666 sends us $2 Aussie and says, GC discussing the Pauli exclusion principle. Wow!
I've certainly remember that as a thing, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
We've made someone happy. Which doesn't happen very often, let's be honest. Penguin Curry says extra fluff. I don't know what that's referring to.
Here's Wheel, who's in again, and this is.
Well, we were talking about penguins and curry.
Lockie.
Out on the leg side, no run.
Lockie V goes on the defensive. He says, bloody hell, we don't deep fry everything, just most things.
Very good. Very good.
Penguin tikka masala. I'm not sure about that.
No, that's definitely not a thing.
Well, penguins probably taste like chicken. All exotic animals do, don't they? According to the people who eat them.
In comes Wheel again. And he's...
Wheel, meet again.
He's got an under edge, I think.
Well, the keeper thinks so. The umpire doesn't.
Appealed. The umpire said not out.
Just review it, yeah.
And they're going to review. Barrington's going to review.
Well, the keeper looked completely positive, as keepers tend to do.
He went up straight away, didn't he?
He was on the run. He was on the whole full in run to here.
He's got there's different coloured caps, or is it new ones and old ones? There's very light blue and there's
the baggy blue,
and there's sort of denim-y blue.
Yeah,
sort of almost grey. Oh, he's having a big hike at.
I think it's missed the bat. And
I think it's missed everything, isn't it?
Is he going to flick the stumps? It's going to be one of those.
It's not going to flick the stumps, is it? And that's what he's heard.
It's happened before.
It has indeed, yeah. Well, they didn't
which
light
is why
up,
I said we'll meet again.
Oh, very good.
We're having a look at this. So in the meantime, I could say there are some messages. Which team you feel will qualify for the semi-finals? I have no idea. What's an oblong? What's an oblong? Asks Tim Wilton Davis. It flicked the bail. Oh, so they're unlucky. They've lost the. He heard something. He heard a woody noise. Although I don't think the bails are made out of wood anymore.
Flicked the bail and not removed it, and it's not out. I don't think anybody can quite believe that.
What's an oblong, Andy?
I think that's just another name for a rectangle.
Well, why would you have two different names for the same thing?
Well, that never happens in the English language.
Here's Wheel again, and this is there's another appeal for a catch behind. Less convincing this time, after he moves right across the stumps and misses the ball, and it just goes through to the keeper, and that will be another dot in the book.
I don't know about curry or chicken tikka masala, but England definitely invented wars around the world. I don't think that's true either. Clifford Bradford has made a cricketing point. Given the smashing Nepal was giving England, check the result, Clifford, I reckon this is eminently gettable for them.
Oh, not the way they're going at the moment. Here's Wheel, and this is tucked away.
Doesn't always work like that. It's very common in the crazy world of the championship to sort of for four teams to all beat each other 4-0, sort of in a circle, if you know what I mean.
20 for none in the fourth over.
In the centre circle.
It's like Coventry thrashed QPR, QPR beat Ipswich and then Ipswich lost it, and so on and so on.
Yeah. Tim Walton Davis claims, I'm dubious about this, he says, hippopotamus is delicious. Yeah. I don't know about that.
Wheel again, this is swung away, and he's got enough of that. That's right in the crowd.
Dropped in the crowd.
On the leg. Yeah, they didn't take a clean catch, but the ball won't care about that. Well, that was a good end to the fourth over for Nepal. It's taken them to 26 for no wicket.
Poor piece of bowling. It really was a help yourself down the leg side.
Yeah, it was a swing through the line of this, and
we'll have some of that.
Deposit
Is it still wheel? I'm not paying attention. I'm just doing wheel.
Make sure you do for the pun point of view.
Yes.
That was the end of wheels over.
Greystoke 666 says Andy Zinger. Any idea what the zinger was? I didn't hear a zinger. We've got €2 from Camilo Cochia, who says KD. I think you may have wasted a super chat there. Maybe another super chat to tell us what you meant.
Yes, it's lost on us. Here is Watt, and that is awful bowling. It's a filthy delivery.
What is that?
Side.
Yeah.
And it's helped round, beats short fine, and goes away for 4. Well, the last 2 balls have been wretched.
There's not one boy for me. I must have 2 or 3. I need 4.
I mean, Mark Watt does open you up to all sorts of who's on first.
Yes.
Shenanigans.
Dear me. 2 dreadful balls in a row.
Missed that by a mile. His
There
line.
is Watt, and this is swung away as well. And that's going to go in the crowd, isn't it?
No.
Not in the crowd, but it's hit the sponge, and
it's hit the sponge.
I think that
that's
might.
a 4. I think that bounced just before it hit the sponge, but
they'll get the
umpire's looking quite
cameras
bemused.
on that, weren't they? No,
he's given 6. Okay.
Well,
it's about 2 foot outside leg stump.
16 off the last 3 balls.
It did indeed clump directly into the sponge.
Into the sponge. And he's had another big swing at this one.
Clump my sponge.
Which again has gone over the top.
Sorry, that's my phone. And we can go consecutive 6s for that one.
Goodness me.
2 6s in a row. 2 6s in a row. 2 6s in a row.
Andy looking very Steve Davis today, says Eric.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than
There was another snooker player who actually did look quite a lot like me, Neil Robertson.
Ray Reardon.
Indeed, yeah, Neil Robertson, yes.
Not so much Ray Reardon.
We've had Neil Folds on Gorilla Cricket in the past.
Unless I get bitten
Friend of the show.
If I get bitten by a bat, I might end up looking like Ray Reardon.
Oblong is a long square, says Lockie.
Well, here's Watt again.
Go on. Ooh.
And this is dab back to the bowler, so that stops the onslaught briefly.
Well,
but
Bertel is certainly dealing in 6s. He's not getting many singles, but I think he's hit 3 or 4 6s.
He's got to 30.
He's hit more than Scotland, I think.
Yep.
Here is Watt again, and that's dabbed behind square. They can't from the field cleanly anyway. And all of a sudden, having looked like they were going somewhat slowly, they've got 43. This is the last ball of the 5th, and that's swung away as well. Has that got enough legs on it? Yes, that's gone for 6 as well.
Well, 3 6s in the over. I'm doing this one.
Goodness me.
Tim Morton Davis says, try hippo first before knocking it. Well, I'm not going to knock it. That would be even stupider.
I'll only respect that if you kill the hippo with your bare hands.
Well,
23 off the over, by the way.
I've seen hippos. Where have I seen hippos?
They're the most
in Zambia.
They're the most dangerous animal in Africa, if you don't count the mosquito.
Right.
I wouldn't mess with
on the Zambezi, they just sort of sit in the water and open their mouths incredibly wide, as if they've.
And apparently they're really fast, and if they come after you, you've had it.
Oh, okay. What are people saying? It was a pocket super chat from Camilo. Oh, that's quality.
Oh, it's a shame it was like 2,000 euros.
Well, that's a first.
Here is Curry starting
you're not
another
getting
over,
that.
strikes him on the pad, but
could get a run out. He might have done
pitched
if it
outside
had
leg
hit.
stump. There was a shy at the stumps as they scampered through for a leg bye.
Yeah, we should change something. The batsman there just had a little pause because he was waiting to see if he might be giving out LBW, even though it did pitch about a foot outside leg stump.
Yes, because we've gone over the 5 overs. So, who was on ball by ball next?
We haven't got the...
Andy.
Is it me then? Okay.
It's you. By the way, it's you.
It's me. Yes, he would have been well out, and the ball's just gone 6 inches over the stumps on the throw to the non-strikers. Curry's in again, onto the pads, tipped into the leg side. It beats the close fielder. He scampers after it. Nepal are running well too, certainly better than Scotland's opening pair. And they pick up 2 for that one. The bear cracks a tee and finds his way across. The sun is over the yard arm, if you could see the sun in South London in February.
We're doing Paul Simon puns
Are we?
for some reason on there.
Well, I'm taking over from that from you. You'll be happy to know.
I'm quite.
Okay, well, you carry on then.
I don't care. Well,
marvellous.
Shall I leave the 3 of you
Oh,
to
yes.
for 5 overs?
Take a well-earned break.
John.
Yep.
You've never got a pocket super chat out of the listener, have you? So
I don't think I have.
I'm one up there.
I'm amazed that you can do a pocket super
I
chat.
think you need to press about 4 things. It's
Yeah,
quite.
exactly.
You might have
I mean,
a talented back pocket.
It's a bit of like a mystery bounty. Really unlucky. It was only for €2.
Yeah. There must be 50 ways to leave a T20 tournament. True. Make a new plan, Afghanistan. Okay. We've got some actual cricket content, which I'll say after this ball.
Curry is in. It's in the slot. It's lifted
Should be out.
towards the long on. He hasn't got all of it, but he has put it into the wide open spaces, and they'll get back for 2.
I've gone over for a change.
Oh, have you?
What are you over?
70.5.
Okay.
I went under for the fall of the first wicket, didn't I? As always, and they fucking...
Nepal should learn how to put a score on the board. They seem pretty fine when chasing it, says Lockie. That's a bit of authentic cricketing.
Well, who was it said Scotland can't bowl because they might not be a million miles away?
But somebody else said earlier, I can't find it now, that Scotland's attack is better than England's. Maybe. I've no idea. Batting is lots of fun when a spinner can't spin it.
Well, it has to be said that Watt went for a similar amount of runs against England and actually was the bowler that let England kind of loose against them on Saturday. He went for like 26 in an over or something stupid like that. It was ridiculous. 4 6s and a 4, one of his overs.
Here's Curry. It's good length ball middle stump, and he scampers across to pick it up on the next wicket, and there's no run.
Slip out the back, Jock. No, that doesn't work. Make some more hams. Nepal couldn't hit at all for the longest time. They are rapidly evolving and shuffling.
Well, they've got that guy, his name is Bam.
It's just Lamichan still play for them.
Yeah, Lamachani.
Is his jingle changes? It ought to be, because he's got like ch in his name for no apparent reason. Maybe a fairly obvious Nepalese.
He's batting number 11, so we shouldn't see him.
Down the leg side, and that'll easily be a wide. The keeper fumbles it as well.
He said the review signal. He thinks he hit it with his... You can't review wides. This is
yes, you can.
You can in the IPL, but you can't in this.
Oh, you can. Oh, who knows what laws apply to
You should
what?
appeal everything. You should be able to appeal anything.
Certainly not me. It did flick his glove, actually.
Yeah, that's a drop. Crowd is going berserk with every boundary. Nepal is totally playing at home, says Tippett. Well, it's closer to Nepal than Bombay than it is to...
And it's downhill.
Than it is to...
Yes. Yeah, they're all getting their go-karts and they're off.
Yes, the way back is tricky.
Yeah.
So, a lot going on in this over, but no boundaries yet. And that one is flicked into the leg side. It's beaten short mid-wicket. It goes down to long on. They'll pick up a single.
I've just remembered the answer to the question we had about an hour ago. It's Dharamsala. That's the ground up there. In
Dharamsala, yes. It's a bit like Jeopardy. What was the question an hour ago?
Yeah.
It's the end of the power play. It's 56 for naught.
That's where Afghanistan play a lot as well, isn't it?
No, they were playing in Noida. I don't know if they still do.
Oh, they played in Dharamsala to start with.
Roger McCann went to watch Ireland play a test match in Noida against Afghanistan.
Yeah. That was the one we covered, but we covered that, didn't we?
No, surely
not.
not.
I think we did. It only lasted about 2.5 days, if I remember rightly.
Sagnikdata asked, well, that's a bit political. Oh, I don't think we'll go there. Imran Khan, that's not really related to anything going on today. So I'm up to date on the messages by dint of not reading most of them.
Well, apparently he's nearly lost his sight or something in one eye, hasn't he? From whatever's
well,
happened to him in prison.
Aninda should know about that.
I'm sure he'd give us a...
if you're listening, Aninda, we're just one-eyed view. You see what I was doing there? Anyway, oh look, there's an advert for Kenko, which is the mountains, which is appropriate for Nepal and for Scotland.
Why haven't Nepal got any skiers? I mean, fuck me, they've got the best mountain range in the world, haven't they, to learn
You'd think
on?
the Sherpas would be good at that.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, it's not really what they do, though.
I've just realised why Scotland's colour is sort of that purple. It's the heather,
Flower
isn't
of
it?
Scotland?
It's the heather. You ever gone through Scotland in the summer? Everything's covered in that purple heather.
Yeah.
So
perhaps
it's actually very, very fetching, I have to say.
I haven't been to Scotland since I was about 8.
I went 3 or 4 years ago. I went for a week. I just drove around. I did what they call the North Coast 500, which is basically driving from Inverness in a big circle and ending up in Inverness. I did a bit more than that. It's really, really, it's an absolutely beautiful place, and it's completely empty.
Well, that's what I keep thinking I should do that as well.
It's good fun. Didn't see a single policeman or speed camera outside the towns.
Marvellous.
Just saying.
So you're hooning around in your 5 litre?
Well, no, you can't, because the roads are only about sort of a metre and a half wide, and they're two-way, and they're technically an A road, but and they're full of potholes. But you know, if you wanted to, you could probably put your foot down.
If you're in a hire car, you'd go for it.
Yeah.
But I've seen that TV programme about accidents in the Highlands. There are some nasty ones up there.
You really have to stop watching Channel 5.
I'm not sure if it was Channel 5.
Oh.
Might have been.
They're talking about Imran, blah. Nepalese don't need visas to enter to India, so they should feel at home.
Apparently that's true, yeah. Someone said that earlier. It's very easy for them to get over there. Which, of course, it wasn't very easy for them to get into the States.
It's the consolidate overs the TV have told us.
The boring middle overs.
Now, Davidson, who seeing as he was only 21, I assumed was batting 10 and not bowling, but he is actually going to bowl.
That's what would happen at Winchmore Hill.
Yes. Not joking.
Filling the numbers.
Sorry to any Winchmore Hillers if you're listening.
That one was, he's bowling left arm at spin around the wicket, and that was a little bit wide, and it was dropped down to backward point for 2.
That's the kind of thing that Russell used to do all the time. You get some kid who's an opening bat at school, and you think, well, you've got to give him a game, otherwise he'll never play for us again. And then they bat him at 9.
Yeah, I saw many young players gave up, and you know, who could blame them? Played out to deep point at that time, they'll get a single.
Yeah.
We had my Sunday friendly team had I think a 13-year-old, very short 13-year-old playing for us a few years ago, and we brought him on to bowl against a really quite decent batsman on the other side, and I was standing at slip, not because I thought the ball was going to go there, but I just fielded the slip. And I'll tell you after this ball,
because you don't like running for it.
Yeah.
We'll see if Davidson can be reasonably compared to a 13-year-old. I think it's a bit better than that. That one is pushed past cover. And you get comfortable 2 again.
Anyway, this 13-year-old Luca, his name was, he floats one up there, and the batsman drives, plays over the top of it, and was bowled, which was okay. These things happen. But as the ball was in the air and the batsman was about to play his shot, I heard the batsman go, "Oh no!" He knew he was going to be bowled before he was playing the shot. It was weird.
Well, that's happened to me when I'm batting. I just didn't say, "Oh no."
You realise you've been beaten
as the ball was in the air, he knew he was beaten by it, and he went, "Oh no!" And he was bowled. That was very funny.
Pushed up to long on for a single.
I think we've all done that. We just, we've never just.
But you never hear it out loud.
No.
Davidson again, and that's a little bit uppish again, and it just bounces in front of backward point. It makes a good diving stop. He wouldn't have been able to catch that diving forward, so I think he made the right decision.
I think it's evident from both these teams bowling that they're not very good at taking wickets unless they get given away.
You don't need to in this sport. That's the point, technically.
6 off the over, 1 ball to go. Bowling quite quickly.
What's he doing with his hand?
Is he doing that every time? That one's wide. It's right on the tram line, The batsman reaches out and plays it down to deep point, so 7 off the over. 63 for 0 off 7, 108 off 13 overs. Could be quite an interesting game.
Selected messages. Breaking news, Scotland's a beautiful place, says Eric. Yes, it is. Nepal doesn't have winter sports because life in the Himalayas is so hard, even little kids have to work, no time for play.
That's probably true, yeah.
That's probably true.
But that was true in the Soviet Union, but anyway, need the guerrillas to break Imran out of jail. Don't think that's going to happen. No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh dear. Tenzing Norgate from Sheffield. I don't understand that.
Tenzing Norcross.
He's out there with Atif.
Sherpavan from Dagenham. Right.
Oh, pardon me.
I see Sherpavan. I see. Okay. At this pace, Nepal on track to finish around 18 overs. Scotland need a wicket or something to turn this around, says Dippen. Yes, they
or
probably
something,
do.
but probably a wicket.
Something could be 2 wickets, to be fair. Rodney Marshall, we said it's not the spin that gets wickets, it's the drift. That and the spin.
Just as likely to be Rodney Marsh, the footballer.
Yeah.
That one is onto the pad. It loops up
don't throw it
into nowhere. And indeed, the wicket keeper wanged it at the non-striker's end when the batsman was already in. Fortunately, his teammate was backing him up.
That's totally BS, says Loki. Don't know who he's talking to.
All of it, probably.
But I'm going to assume it's what Andy and Bear said. Nothing that I would have said.
What did I say? I can't even remember what I said.
He's probably just talking to somebody else on YouTube. Can we have some more pocket super chats?
Yes.
Yeah. Just bash your pocket and see what happens. And hope that someone doesn't look at you
What's
weird. Wheels
Wheels jingle? Is it Vera Lynn?
I don't know.
Played that one down to backward point.
Or Steelers Wheel?
Mm-hmm. Wheels on fire.
Yeah. Who was that? Julie Driscoll.
They redo that for Absolutely Fabulous theme.
Yeah, I'm not really going to be talking about the cover, am I? What is that thing on the Nepali flag, which is the top half of the flag?
It looks like the sun and the moon put
is it
together.
A bowl of rice?
No.
Talking of bowl of rice, Andy was playing poker last week in
Exactly,
Estonia.
that's all I've got left.
Oh, he's got all of that one.
He has got that one right over backward square leg.
Ooh,
It's
top
gone
tier.
into the top tier. It's an upper decker from Bertel.
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
And Nepal-related content from Tim Wilton Davies. He says, I went to the Sherpa Van final in Wembley in 1988. Who was playing?
I went to that, but it was probably called something else.
Was it Tottenham Hotspur?
Freight
oh no,
Rover
that's
trophy
next year.
At that point.
Auto windscreens shield. God, some of these tournaments got ridiculous names.
Bertel, 70 for 0 now, Nepal, and Scotland were in a similar position but didn't capitalise. He plays that one down to backward point. I think there should have been a run there, but his partner wasn't quite ready for it and sent him back. Indeed, that comes up. Scotland were 62 without loss at this stage.
I don't think either of these teams have won a game, have they? Or have they?
No, Scotland won a game.
Oh, yeah, Scotland beat
something
Namibia.
has to change. Oh, right, okay. Scotland weren't expected to be here. I thought they were going to do a Yugoslavia 1992 and just turn up late at the tournament.
Denmark.
And,
They replaced Yugoslavia.
Yes, that's what I meant. Jon Jensen.
Yep.
Scored against QPR.
His famously, I can remember what the score was that day. I bet you can't.
It was 2-1.
It was 3-1 to QPR, yeah.
Right. Gosh, we were in the same division.
Yeah, so long ago.
QPR used to be a top team at one point, really.
Oh, yeah, like I said, so long ago.
At one point, they were at best second, so they weren't really a top team.
Well, I mean, they were in the first division.
Should have won.
Were they ever in the Premier League? They might have well been in the Premier League.
Finished fifth one. Finished fifth one, yeah.
I was looking at some, there's always some teams who come up and then you forget. Apparently Huddersfield were in the Premier League for two seasons.
Yes, they were.
About 10 years ago. I had no recollection of that whatsoever.
Barnsley were as well, yeah. That one is flicked down to the long field. And there's no one. Oh, there is someone down there. Leask comes round, cuts it off for 2.
At least there was a backward square
Leask,
leg.
well, Blackpool were there for a season, weren't they?
Yeah.
Luton.
Luton, not so long ago.
Watford got him back into it for a couple of seasons.
More than a couple, I'm sure Tony will tell you.
I'm sure he will.
Yes, at length, when he looks it up. Best name for a van in all motor history, says Clown Cockney about the Sherpa van. Loki was not having a go at us, but you should do. The semi-finalists are, says Rohan Daly, West Indies, South Africa, New Zealand, India.
Well, I'll get down the bookies.
But then he says, look out, however, for Sri Lanka. So he's just given us five semi-finals.
And England. And who else is in there? I predict that
It's the
Zimbabwe
Super
won't
Sixes.
make it to the semis.
Davidson is back, was a Yorker, and Asif just dabs it.
Didn't
right down into
Kenya
the ground.
make a World Cup semi-final?
They did. It was a bit like when South Korea did it in football.
Well, that was in South Korea, wasn't it?
With a little bit of help from some referees, yes.
From the, yeah, okay.
I remember an Italian once telling me about that at great length.
Was he using his arms?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Played out to deep point for a single.
We've got the result of that Sherpa Van Trophy final in 1988. It was Wolves 2, Burnley 0. So 2 Premier League teams, at the moment, but not for very long. Probably one or both of them have gone, haven't they?
Who's that?
Wolves and Burnley.
Yeah, probably. Leeds are probably going to stay up.
Is missed, and keeper takes the bails off because wicket keepers, even though he hadn't moved his foot.
Is Davidson Scottish, or is he like South African? Or
who knows?
Australian.
He looks quite Scottish. He looks very
But he's
pale.
got an Australian haircut.
He has a little bit, yeah.
Australia.
Again, and again he's a bit quicker, and the batsman's tried to cut. These batsmen are good at hitting sixes, and that's working well for them. They're not great at some of the more conventional shots. 73 for no wicket, 98 needed off 11.2 overs, and this could well end up being a test of Nepal's batting depth, as it was for Scotland in their innings. That one's down to backward points. A good over from Davidson, only one from it with one ball to go.
No, Oliver Forbes Davidson seems to be genuinely Scottish.
Well, I would have guessed with Forbes, yes. And that's a length ball, played out to deep point. Another single, good over from Oliver Forbes Davison. And
Stephen Smith's middle name is Devereux.
That's right, yep. 74 for no wicket.
People are saying stuff.
They'll do that.
Fondue, who's the fondue guy? Isn't volleyball the national sport of Nepal? I have no idea. We need more fondue bots. Huddersfield, 3 straight titles before Arsenal nicked their manager and beat the defeat. Yeah, but that was in the 30s. I'm talking sort of this millennium. Apparently John Barnes played for Watford. Yeah, I think Tony will mention that.
Yeah, he did. That's why I support Liverpool. He was our greatest player.
Dippen's new semi-finalists are South Africa, India, New Zealand. Well, he's got 3.
After 9 overs, they've got exactly the same score.
They do. And
I bet they won't have the same after 20.
If they do, we'll have a super over, Fred.
Oh, God help
or
us.
maybe 2 super overs, like that other game.
Afghanistan. They should have won that game as well.
That's what people were saying. That is clear. That's surely gone nowhere. He's gone round to take the catch over his left shoulder. I'll give you the bowler.
Right shoulder.
Yeah.
No, left shoulder.
Right shoulder.
It's back round there. Anyway.
Right shoulder.
It was his right shoulder.
This is the bowler.
We had a vote.
2-1.
That's how it works. 52-48, right shoulder.
Out upon the field, the Scots have sprung.
I think he might have towed that one.
And the batsman's
I just went over for the fall of the next wicket. Literally. The ball before that. Fucking annoying.
But you got the first over, didn't you?
Yeah.
Not the first one.
But as they're slightly odds on, I've lost about 46p.
Oh no.
Well, okay. Well, Kushal's gone for 43, and that means it's a wicket.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
It doesn't matter what the crowd say because it's the umpire that counts. Apparently, they did declare volleyball, supposedly, Nepal as their national sport because they wanted to name something that could be feasible to play without much space or expense.
I didn't know you could just declare something
I don't know how it
national
works.
sport.
I mean, it's not like national. If Pakistan loses tomorrow, US will go to Super 8, says PV. Is that true?
It's true.
Who are they playing?
Pakistan got to play.
Cape Verde.
Canada.
There might be Canada or
Somalia.
UAE or Oman. No, it can't be Oman because Australia have got to play Oman.
Right.
Must be UAE.
Oh, filth from Leask
Horrible
down
cricket.
the leg side. If batsman may have got something on it, it also bounced off the keeper. This is the new batsman. He also bowled.
Straight out in Nepal, it's Rohit Podell. He's the captain cause he does it so well. You'll never catch him whining and complaining. He sets examples by going out.
That one was outside the off stump, I think.
Cloud Cockney speaks for everybody listening to this show. He says, I want to agree with someone, but it's tough.
Yeah, it's hard work, yeah. Leask trying to slant it across the right-hander. That one goes down to fine leg.
They're running every time that they hit it straight to the man on the 45.
Well, it hasn't cost them yet.
No. I put £1 on the run out though.
Might not be bad.
16 to 1. Yeah, I'll take that. Probably won't happen. Haven't had a run out for years.
It's probably happened once in.
No, I got three in.
15
I got
times.
3 in one World Cup with a £5 each, and they got me variably £85 to £100.
Super chat.
Yay!
Does it look like a real one or?
Yeah, it's actual words.
Okay, I'll give you a jingle in a second. I'll give you it now if he doesn't bowl.
Super chat cash, super chat cash, super chat cash.
Zippy Tuna,
Hello,
$2
Zippy.
says, in honour of the Aussies' departure. Great stuff.
Yes.
Is that all it's worth to you?
Pushed out to cover, misfields it, and they get through for a single again. Well, batsman putting pressure on the fielders, I think.
And Lockie says, piss off, Zippy, it's too soon. It's not too soon.
It's never too soon.
Never too soon. If it had been us, I'm sure there'd have been 100 million Aussies on there. There aren't 100
More
million
Aussies than there actually are, yes.
Yeah.
There probably would have been, that's true.
Actually giving a shit.
Leask fires it in again onto leg stump, tipped into the leg side. It's going to go past the first fielder, the second one will pick it up. The first fielder does that helpful thing where he does a big point saying the ball's coming to you.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Well, would you change 10 overs? If you click on a Firefox, there's probably a rotor on there that'll tell you what's
have a
supposed to
look.
be going on.
Well, on here?
No, on Firefox on that computer. But it doesn't matter, he's wandered off.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's John's back if you
John's
want to.
back.
I think it's supposed to be you, Fred.
What? Talking?
Ball by ball.
Oh, okay.
With?
I'm summarising, I think.
You take some time off then, Andy.
And Bear's going to do. He's going to do socials and
jingling.
Anyway, Nepal need 93 more runs off 10 overs. They have 9 wickets in hand as Watt left arm round the wicket, and this is driven by Asif up to long off for a walked single.
Been a couple of fairly tight overs, which has
Really? I haven't been watching.
pushed the rate up over 9, hasn't it? So
Yeah, but 9 is
In
just
this game is easy.
is nothing, isn't it?
well, it should be, but yeah.
Well, you never know. That's the thing about live sport.
Depth
You never know
of
what's going to
batting,
happen.
I guess.
None of us know. Some bookies in India do, but none of the rest of us. This is outside the off stump.
Boom.
Push to extra cover, no run.
Very good.
And 79 for 1 as Watt, who's gone for 30 off his 2 overs and 2 balls. Not great. This is on leg stump. The bowler lifts his hands to his head because he thinks if he misses that, he would have been plumb OBW. He would have been, but he didn't. He hit it with the bat, and they got a single.
Well, I think 23 came from 1 Watt over, didn't it? So that kind of doesn't help him.
Best figures in this tournament. Shepherd 5 for 20 versus Scotland. Does it count? I suppose it does. As Watt bowls again, and this is just dropped into the offside. Easy single for Asif. He's 32 off 25. Powdell, who's just come in, has 3 off 4. And Leask is out on the boundary chatting with somebody and toweling himself down as though he's going to take a long throw in. That's what towels are for. As this is dropped into the leg side, they're called quickly for 2. Are they going to get 2? I think they are going to do it No. Yes, they do. They do it quite well. It's a good bit of running. They set off for 2 instantly. That was a Clive Radley 2, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. 83 for 1.
The great Clive Radley.
Just 5 runs off the 5 balls of this over so far. Hope to be seeing Clive again next month. Usually see him at the pre-season friendlies because he lives right on next to the Merchant Taylor ground. As this is dinked into the leg side, they think of 2 again. I don't think there are 2 on this occasion because the bowler Watt chased it out towards short mid-wicket, fielded it himself, prevented another run off his, but they did take 1. The end of that over, it's 84 for 1 off 11.
Well, Lockie 6 is upset with Zippy for that. He says, piss off, Zippy, it's too soon. And Zippy says you didn't feel they deserved more honour than $2, to be honest. That's fair enough.
Well, give us more if it deserves more.
Yeah, exactly. Eric says, please don't tease the Aussies. They're a sensitive bunch. Yeah, fuck off. Zippy's been asleep for most of the tournament, it seems. And someone is, Clown Cockney says, maybe it's Jay's recent absences, but the quality of chat has dropped off remarkably.
What?
What?
I hope he's talking about the YouTube rather than chat of our tremendous team that we've put together.
Jay's
Leask, right arm round the wicket, and
that's close.
An attempted lap round the corner, an appeal for LBW, but it wasn't going to hit the stumps, which I think was the basic problem with that. They're looking towards Borrington to see if he's going to review it. I don't think he ought to. Barrington. Who was Borrington? He used to play for Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
I don't know. Never
he was a Derbyshire opener.
Yes, Tony Borrington.
Borrington. Yes, indeed.
Sadly lost a former Derbyshire player yesterday, Mike Page. That pitched on the stumps, but it wasn't going to hit the stumps.
No. Yeah, it wasn't going to hit.
Huge appeal from the wicketkeeper for no reason whatsoever.
Yes, desperation, I think that was called, yes.
When they go up hugely and saying, that must be out, and then give you a chance to review it, they go, no, we're not going to review it. That slightly takes away from the initial appeal. Leask to Powdell, who's got fewer runs than balls faced, which is never good in this form of the game, in this sport, which is a more accurate description. As Leask, right arm round again, it's pitched outside leg stump, would have been a wide. It's turned round the corner, taking a quick single. He shouldn't have really. It went straight to the man at short fine leg, and quite honestly, that should never be a single. And if they do set off, it should be a run out. But it was.
Well, the guy batting just didn't seem to sort of amble down the other end and realise that the ball was coming past him. Fortunately, it wasn't very accurate.
Well, I think he thought the danger was going to be, or the throw would go into the keeper's end.
Well, it did, but I mean, there's still a chance. It's coming in pretty straight.
Yeah, Leask in again, and this step and a half down the wicket. And this is cut fiercely, but there is a man at deep point, so it's just a single. So the boundaries have sort of dried up since the end of the. No, not really since the end of the power play.
Absolutely. The rate is creeping.
Last 20 balls, 14 runs, 1 wicket. As the batsman pulls away, as the bowler is bowling. I think that should be a legitimate delivery, quite honestly. And if he'd have been bowled, he should have been on his way. What's the umpire going to decide? You can't just pull away when the bowler's about bowling. That's ridiculous. Well, it looks like it is a dead ball. They're showing us a wind predictor and not. Yes, what didn't count as the delivery is this next ball is swept. You think about 2, there aren't going to be 2 there, surely. No, not a chance.
Just 1.
87 for 1. 3 runs off 4 balls this over. The boring middle overs of the boring game of a boring tournament.
Well, Scotland were in a very similar position to this and never really managed to accelerate. So.
Yeah, but it's different when you're chasing, though, isn't it? This has gone straight up in the air. Surely that's going to be caught by the third man. It is. He's taken it cleanly. A wicket for Leask, who shows his. Well, it's not a dead rubber for him. He's enjoying it. He's picked up a wicket. And who has gone? It's Asif, the man in, has gone for 33.
I won't look back. By the time that I do, you'll be gone.
He's got a big scab on the top of his head.
He probably doesn't even know. It was an attempted sweep. He didn't quite get to the pitch, top edged, and I said it was a comfortable catch, but he sort of what they call snow cone in baseball, where instead of actually having it cleanly, sort of the ball is just about jams in the in baseball it's a glove, but here it was the fingers. So 87 for 2 and some glum faces in the Nepali crowd. That's a top quality glum face there.
I still think they were in a good shout here.
Well, 84 for 49 with 8 wickets in hand, you'd think they would be strong favourites. But maybe with the ball getting softer and I don't know,
over
some kind
10
of
and over 10 and over, chaps.
Well, I remember in the John Player League in 1978 when he used to say over 4 and over, that's going to be tough to get.
Indeed, yeah.
172 in a 40 over game, that's going to be tough. Oh, we've got Dipendra Singh Airy.
Airy, who knows?
Well, if it's Airy, it should have a good reggae jingle.
Well, he hasn't. You asked me that earlier, didn't you? This guy.
Looking good, playing a commercial. He's velveteen, his jealousies.
His first ball is full and straight and driven back to the bowler on the bounce. No run, a good over from Leask, 1 wicket, 3 runs off it. He has 2 for 7 off his 2 overs. And Mogg's not gone for the obvious and not gone for the funny jingle, let's be honest. Which we can say so often. So, summariser, what's going on? Tell us, I've no idea.
Well, I have a feeling that Scotland are creeping in front here. I've just got a feeling that Nepal are going to make a mess of this. They've been sort of throttled back since before the end of the power play, really, and they're struggling to find the boundary. They're going to need to find a few fairly quickly.
Yeah, well, Dippin says key next 3 overs if Nepal don't get a boundary burst soon.
That coach looked familiar. Was it Stuart Law?
It is Stuart Law, indeed.
So this first ball of Davidson's new over is cut out to deep point. It's still only going to be a single. We haven't seen more runs than a single for a while. We saw that Clive Radley too a couple of overs ago, but that was good running. So the boundaries have dried up. Wickets are falling, and Scotland are creeping like a wee timorous beastie into this game. When is Burns night? Has it been?
Yes.
It's the end of January, isn't it? Yeah.
End of January.
Davidson.
25th or 26th of January.
But it's all night in January in Scotland anyway. As this is a shorter ball outside the off stump and is carved out to the sweeper for a single. And the glum faces are multiplying in the crowd. Some disappointed Nepalis.
And they're Nepalese, yeah.
They should show us the Scotland fans. Do you think there are any Scotland fans who are... I mean, it's highly unlikely for a number of reasons, not least as this is Fuller and carved between backward point and
there's
third man. And there's a boundary, a rare one of these.
1, 2, 3,
needed that one.
Well, yes. But again, it's only one. They need one of those and over, and they're not getting those at the moment. There won't be Scottish there because they were late into this tournament, so even if Scottish fans would have wanted to go, to do it at the last minute is quite difficult. Next ball is dinked into the leg side towards the mid-wicket. There isn't a mid-wicket, or a short mid-wicket, there is a deep one, so a single is taken. There was a Nepalese man in a Nepal shirt with an Indian flag on his cheek, so he's covering his bases. 94 for 2 balls left of the 13th over. In comes Davidson again, left arm round, and that's taken off the stumps and carved towards on the bounce towards short third man. It was very close to the stumps when he hit it, but a single nonetheless.
I was going to say, not Fred, you would have been in the company of Stuart Law a few times when he was coach at Middlesex. Is it just me, or is he one of the dullest men in the world?
He doesn't give a great interview. This one is chipped into the leg side. Are they going to come back for 2? They do come back for 2. That's good running, and there's a potential of an overthrow. I don't think so. It was played into a gap into the leg side, and they set off for 2 immediately. They got the 2. That's the last ball of the 13th over. It's 97 for 2. Bear, what are people saying?
Lots of talking to each other.
Okay.
Talking about It, the film. So they enjoyed it.
It, the film?
Yeah. Yeah, It, Stephen King.
Oh no, no time for Stephen King.
Have you?
No, horror, as they call it in America, is not my cup of tea.
Greystoke 666 says, decades with 4 to 8 year olds. A clown, I point you it, and that started it off.
Mind you, Misery was all right. That was Stephen King, wasn't it? Misery. Kathy Bates.
Yes.
And,
No, I'm afraid for me, Stuart Law was cricket's equivalent of Paul Lambert, the Paul Lambert, the former manager of Aston Villa and Wycombe Wanderers, amongst others.
Well, another one that's passed me by. Didn't he play for Hearts or something? As this is dragged round the corner, a sort of a lap sweep for a single. And he's got a great.
the Australian one.
And he's giving us some great information. All his best stuff is off air, I have to tell you, which is unsurprising if you ever heard him on it. This is chipped up in the air. Is there a man going to be anywhere near it? I think there is. He didn't see it. He held his hand up to shield himself from the floodlights, and then took the catch with 2 hands. Leaska's got another wicket. Powdell has gone for 16, and Scotland are right back into this game.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Was Stuart Law's interview as boring as the so-called Scottish so-called national anthem? The biggest dirge in yeah. What a fucking dirge that is.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not having that. Flower of Scotland is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
You're saying, you've heard it with 50,000 people at Murrayfield and it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to be honest, if you could have 50,000 people singing the birdie dance at Murrayfield, then that would probably also be awesome. Because, it's just a big crowd singing a song. It's an awful song.
Not having that at all.
Well, it's probably better. The fucking national anthem's quite shite. Let's be honest.
It's the Scottish national anthem as well. They should play. They should play "God Save the King."
Stuart Law is very tedious, as was Paul Lambert. The standing joke when I was a PA reporter at Wycombe was that you could write Paul Lambert's after-match quotes before the game had finished, because you knew exactly what he was going to say, because he'd said the same thing the week before, and he said the same thing whether they won or lost.
Well, if you're going to be covering Middlesex this coming season, I suggest the use of a stepladder to interview the new Middlesex coach.
Yeah, he is a big man.
He is a very, very, very tall man, Peter Fulton. Probably once you get up there, you'll have the same banalities as every other cricket coach, because cricket coaching is essentially bollocks.
I was writing something about him only this morning.
Did it reference his height? Because that's basically all anyone talks about when they. Cricket coaching is just cobblers. It doesn't actually exist. There's no such thing. Anyway, Scotland right back into this. Come on, the United Kingdom. That should piss off enough people to on YouTube. Bear, are people saying anything?
Clown Cockney says his autobiography is going to be out in September. Title's not funny. I don't believe that.
They laughed when you said you were going to be a comedian. They're not laughing now.
Irrelevant comment from Lucky. Yeah, Robert Duvall died yesterday.
He did?
95,
yeah. I couldn't think of anything else he'd been in other than The Godfather, but he must have been in
Apocalypse Now.
I
love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now.
Great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, good line. Good line.
Far too long, that film, but yeah.
Good line.
The actual making of it is just as good as the film, if you've ever seen that. Into the Heart of Darkness or Heart of Darkness.
I mean, it's based on Heart of Darkness, the Joseph Conrad novella, which is terrific.
Obviously, but the documentary about the making it is called Heart of Darkness.
Right. Okay.
And it's
it was written in Joseph Conrad, who wrote it. English as his second language because he was Polish.
Wow.
And it is quite an extraordinary work. What is this advert? I have no idea what's going on.
It's a program.
It's a program.
DTF St. Louis.
Yeah, I'll be giving that a miss. Well, in at number 5, it's Gulshan Jah.
Well, he has a jingle that goes like this.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him, Manning? Can you hear him? Gulshan Jah's coming out to you.
I swear there's going to be a run out.
Some Mike and the Mechanics as this is dropped in the offside and a single taken. Who was Mike and the Mechanics? It was Mike Rutherford out of Genesis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And was Paul Carrick the singer? Who sung with lots of people? Yeah, I called I called that catch quite well, actually, if I'm accused of blowing my own trumpet, because Jones out there had to lift his hand up to shield it from the as this next ball is outside the off stump, and the keeper, it goes through the keeper, who takes the bails off, as he does every single time it gets through to him. He had to shield his eyes from the floodlights, and then took it well with two hands. So not easy catching a white ball out of the floodlights, I would imagine. Never having tried it myself.
Producing a match-winning spell.
Yeah, 3 for 9, and he's got 2 balls left of the third over as this is angled towards backward point for a single, and that's the 100th run for Nepal. 100 for 3 with 1 ball left of the 14th over. They need 71 from 37, and they are probably about 40% chance of doing it, I would have thought. No? Andy's shaking his head. Andy thinks they're worse than 40%. So
yeah,
okay.
I would agree with that.
We will see. They chased well apparently against England, as at least completes the over outside the off stump, a swing and a miss. So an excellent over, a wicket and just the 3 runs off it. 3 for 10 he has off 3 overs, 100 for 3 and 14 overs are complete.
Zippy Tuna says falling down, the only Shoemaker movie he'll ever watch.
I hated that film.
I don't particularly think it was a good. I think I watched it at the cinema, but I didn't think it was that good.
I didn't like it at all.
Well,
Michael Douglas is
Tim
crap.
Wilton Davis thought it was fun.
Fun? It wasn't really fun.
Yeah. Misery is a top class movie. That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Eric asked, was Fred in it? No. West Indies taking his cup to the West Indies. Oh, Steve Rousseau thinks the West Indies are going to win the competition.
Who knows? And you ask me in 2 months, and I still won't know. As Davison's going to start a new over. He's been reasonably. It's his last over. He's gone for 19 off his first 3. This is full in the block hole, and it's driven past the despairing dive of the bowler. Even if he would have stopped it, it would have only saved 1.
I think Nepal are making a Horlicks of this, I have to say.
They are struggling.
It's an appalling attempt at a chase.
Oh, boom, boom.
Other hot drinks are available.
Would you change for the last 5 at the end of this over?
Oh, that's so exciting.
Bear, Will, and an Indo. Will and an Indo are
That's
here.
just you. It's you
This
by
is me
yourself.
on my own. Well, I guess Andy, do you want to come back?
He's taking it home.
Do you want to take 5 off, Fred? Or are you happy sitting there?
I'm staying here. I'm not moving. Well, you can leave me out. I don't care.
No. Sit there. Well,
70 runs needed, 35 balls. I'm going to suggest that's about 12 and over, as the bloke with a prominent Adam apple who comes in and bowls a left arm over the wicket to Gulshan, who dinks this towards mid-wicket. There is a mid-wicket, it's Curry, but it's wide enough of him that they can take a single. 102 for 3 to a ball before that last ball, which was only 1, and the slightly odd pennant that is the Nepali flag is wilting somewhat, who played for Oxford University in the varsity game in 1888. Another single. Every single is good for Scotland, as this is just pushed into the leg side. So Gulshan, what do we know about Gulshan? Personally, I know nothing, and Irie, the bloke at the other end, I know exactly the same. Don't know the bowlers, don't know the batsmen. Quite frankly, I don't really care. 70% says the win predictor, so they agree with Andy. There must be something wrong somewhere, as this is driven inside out to deep cover. Just another single. 70% Andy, you agree with that? He thinks more. He thinks Scotland are up to 75 or even 80%. Well,
I think
you do see sometimes an over that goes for 21 and changes things around, but that's what Nepal need, as this next ball is slashed out to deep cover, again finding the fielders. It's a pretty rudimentary or basic field, as it's another single, but the batsmen are finding the fielders. They're not trying to hit it in the air into gaps, are they? They're not trying to carve it over extra cover or.
I think the trouble is we're at the point now where not only would Nepal have to bat well, but Scotland would have to bowl pretty poorly.
Which is possible. This is short and down the leg side. I think that's going to be called a wide. It should be if you got nothing on it.
Yeah,
it is a wide, so a freebie for Nepal. And concern rather than jubilation on the many Nepali supporters' faces.
I do like those little flags on the cheek, though.
Yeah,
they kind of point to your eye.
And this one is hit high and over the bowler's head, and that's a maximum off the extra ball after the wide. So, well, it's been a long time coming, a boundary, but we've finally seen a 6. So after 15 overs, we're going to have a change. It's 112 for 3. I think John's leaving us. And,
I think I am.
Good to see you, John.
Good to see you. Farewell.
Right, the bear. Who's doing the ball by ball? Bear's doing it, but he's decided to do it from getting up and.
Well,
he's moving the camera. Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. Regrettably.
Well, the commenter who talked about the lack of depth in batting, even if it was a bit of a truism, he wasn't wrong. I think both these sides have shown a bit of a lack of depth in their batting after a good opening stand.
But there is Lokesh Bam, who's still to come. He does hit
if
a long
nominative determinism counts for anything.
well, that's when slam. That's another 6.
More.
Yeah. Irie,
They're walking
is another 6. I'm sure he's not Irie. He's probably airy, but anyway, it's 6. I think I like it. Irie.
I don't know when this was said. This was a while back. Rohan said Nepal will win this match. Wickets in hand is key. They will begin the onslaught in over 16. Well, they started over 16 with a 6.
And they have. And they ended over 15 with a 6 too.
It's a public holiday in my corner of northern Spain, says Nick Vickers. I can stick around for the denouement. Come on, Scotland.
Wow. Suddenly they're taking off Afghanistan. That will always top edge that, but I think he's got enough on it. It's another 6.
Wow.
I did say your 8% was a little bit...
Well, fortunately, I didn't put my life savings on that one.
Lockie suggests I was awesome in Footloose. Don't recall seeing that, actually.
Footloose. It was Bacon.
Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. Dancing.
No, I'm not a Bacon man.
Funny that. Well, 3 6s in a row.
Yeah.
18 off 3 balls, suddenly 124 for 3. 26 off 13 this partnership.
Well, that's turned this game right on its head.
It has indeed.
Well, I mean,
you've
watched enough of these games.
Oh, you don't often get 3
big
6s
overs
in a row.
Well,
yeah.
no, okay.
That one's slapped down to long on.
Oh, well
fielding. Should get back for 2.
Is that Curry out there?
Could be. Who knows?
It looks like Kane Williams.
Curry doesn't have a beard, does he? No.
Something ending ES. But no, it's
Leaks.
No, he's bowling.
Weeks.
Could be a 12th man to just completely confuse us.
Wheel. Could be wheel. Could have been an L on the end. Could have been anything.
Guess the fielder.
Yeah. Leask or Wheel, the only ones that are ending in those.
No, but Leask is bowling.
Okay, so it wasn't him. So it must have been Brad Wheel. That one is defended out towards backward point / short third man. They got a single. 127 for 3 after 15.4. Gulshan's on 9 off 5. Irie 22 off 13.
I'm going to call him Tilakaratne Gulshan because it sounds
vaguely like someone who used to play cricket.
Dilshan.
Yeah.
Well, Leask is a man who really does wear his emotions on his sleeve.
Well, you see, not even Cricinfo knew who fielded that because they just said it was a good stop down behind the square.
Yeah, because they're watching off the telly, that's why.
Yeah.
That one, and they can't picture him either. That's played up towards mid-on, chased down by the bowler. There will be a single. 43 required off 25, that's doable.
Well, when Leask bowled 3 overs for 9, after each of those overs, he would sort of do that rolling shrug walk like Alan Shearer after he's really pleased with himself after he just scored a goal. He's not looking that.
Used to do the Nazi salute.
The problem they've got is they might have to bowl Watt again, and Watt got absolutely pummeled against England. He's been pummeled here.
Well, it's the 2 left-arm spinners that generated all the control, although they've both been picked up in the last few balls. And that one,
that
maybe.
one's been slammed into the deep. Oh, it's split the field. It's another 4. So that ends the over with a 4. Is that the end of the over? I think so, yeah. So what, 6-6, a couple of dots and 2s and 1s and whatever, and a 4 at the end. So it's like 16, 17 off that over.
A man who's just had his figures ruined in his last over.
Yeah, exactly, massively, eh? Let's play this one.
Well, it's a 4-4 a boundary where here's the rope. The bowler won't like it, but it has to go.
Boo suggests there are more Nepalese in India than there are Scottish in Scotland.
May well be true.
Could be true, yeah. Nepal and India share an open border, I think, says PVLKT Live.
Probably quite hard to police a lot of it.
Yeah, I'd imagine
Probably
so.
quite high.
It's probably, yeah, quite high. Probably just, well, actually, maybe not. Maybe it's just mountain tracks and it's probably 6 foot wide. And
this is quite easily guess the border territory. Yeah. After guess the fielder, we've
being patrolled by abominable snowmen.
Yeah,
we're doing cliches, yeah.
Let's Google the Nepalese-Indian border. No, let's not.
I was going to suggest that Nepal's ascent had petered out at base camp 1, but they're pushing on.
They are indeed.
They've got an extra burst of oxygen.
Yep. Run rate required is that down to 9.75 all of a sudden. That's very
with 7 wickets in hand.
And they have 7 wickets in hand. 1-3-2 for 3. First ball, next over, driven well, straight to the man at cover. He parries it away from himself there and they scoot through for a single.
The win predictor on has just said 33% Scotland, 67% Nepal. Funny how things change.
It does. You do get some angry tweets sometimes. They go, it said something completely different a minute ago.
Yes, because things have happened.
You don't understand probability, and those people have kept me out of an office for 30 years, so I can't complain.
Yeah, who wants to be in a fucking office anyway, geez.
With Andy.
Exactly.
Any office with anybody, to be honest.
Well, this is technically an office.
Well, I suppose we don't really have desks.
Shot.
That is a good shot. Carved out through the covers in front of the man who's
going to win it with 3 overs to spare.
Yeah.
4 runs.
It's me, says she. It's me, says she.
Well, Ivory's going along at 200 strike rate, 30 off 15.
The border is a river, says Clan Cockney. I hope that's another guess like Bear's guess is about 6 foot wide tracks in the mountains.
We'd have to look at a map. I might have to do that now.
Well, I would suggest Nepal are on the downhill stretch, but the downhill is the more dangerous bit.
And on the rapids in the river, heading towards India. That one is cut again in front of square. He's moved around this time, and it'll just be the 1 run.
Well, certainly got the bowler rattled because he tried an absolute tennis ball short ball.
Yeah, if he would have missed it, that would have been a wide, it would have thought. Find out more on Google dependent. No, I don't think I am going to. God, the anodyne captions that you get in these tournaments are just beyond belief. 33 runs needed off 21 balls. They should do that with an over to spare, shouldn't they?
Nepal.
Funny old game.
Well, a wicket can change it back.
He says, grinding his teeth.
Well, I would if I'd placed my bet.
If you had any teeth left, yes.
Yeah.
Grind someone else's teeth. Oh, that's
Yorker,
well bowled.
I thought he bowled him. I thought it bounced back off the stumps, but no, he managed to jam his bat down on it. That was well bowled.
It confused the batsman. It confused us as well, because that was actually a very nippy Yorker.
Quick, yeah.
Well, actually, yeah.
Just bowl more of them.
Well, no, it's kind of a river, but it's a little bit off from the border. Seems to run all the way along it, though, unless that's border enforcements from somebody. Or
ice.
Literal ice, yes.
There's a river somewhere there. There's another bit of river.
Where in the world is Nigel Walker?
That's horrible ball down leg side. He's got away with it.
Yeah.
It's come off the pad and just gone down to man short and 45, and they'll get a single leg by. Well, they won't get a single leg by. 32 off 19.
Someone has suggested that if Nepal had amazing golf courses, then England would tour.
I mean, more likely, yes.
Certainly more likely.
And bars.
Wait, I mean, they must be touring Spain twice a year, wouldn't
they? Must have. They must have
Portugal.
They must have some homemade yak alcohol or something.
They do. Yeah, it's vicious stuff.
Fermented.
That's the stuff. Yeah.
Or we're thinking of Mongolians, easily confused.
Same part of the world.
Well, sort of.
Well,
Asia.
Well, aren't they next to each other? That one's inside out over the top of backward point, and there's no one down there. It is another 4.
4.
Suddenly the Nepalese crowd have come alive.
They have. They're all cheerful now. My official summarise is that Scotland are rattled.
Oh.
Rattling Scotland. What would Alistair McAllister, the wonderful YouTube commentator, make of this? Archie Gemmill! Have you ever seen it, Bear?
No.
He takes
It's
old
very
football
funny,
footage and he pretends to be a Scottish commentator. It's very, very funny.
Alistair McAllister.
Yes.
Right, well, the worms are mating.
Look away, children.
It's only worms, you can't really see anything.
Exactly. They're on top of each other.
Giving it some. I'm not even going to ask, in case somebody answers.
With very carefully.
They're
no, that's
pulled up to
hedgehogs.
74%. 2 guys on the bar have predicted.
26% Scotland.
We're in the finish now, overs 18 to 20. It's amazing how they've split 20 overs under 5 segments in this tournament.
Okay.
4.
Anyway, 28 needed off 18.
5. Anyway, slashed
dot.
that by Gulshan, and it's missed through to the keeper, and there's no run.
Oh, they found some Scottish flags in the crowd. They're always looking for glum faces.
They're wags, aren't they? Wives and girlfriends and family, probably.
Perhaps. It must be difficult to do a tournament like this for wives and girlfriends, because you've got a lot of running around to do between various places in different countries.
They probably think, shit, I'm going to have a holiday.
It's not much of a holiday. 2 days in Colombo, followed by 2 days in Bombay.
Well, do they get on the same plane as the players then?
Well, you
Probably.
wouldn't have thought so.
You'd have thought so. There must be cheap travel for the wives and girlfriends, aren't they? But that was a big swing, no ding from Gulshan through to keeper, no run.
But they had to do it at very short notice as well.
Well, they did, but they probably thought, do I want to be in Scotland in fucking February and March?
Well, that's why
or do I want to be in India and Sri
Estonia.
Lanka, you know? And
I would quite like to be in the Shetland Islands. I think it's the 3rd Thursday in January, where they have this incredible fire festival called the Up Helly R.
Yeah, that was on the news recently. Where they burn the Viking boat.
They
That's
burn
a big
the Viking
swing,
boat.
no ding. Well, no, it isn't a
something.
ding. There's a big fat outside edge that flies down to a third man.
I wondered where you were going with that sentence. Yeah, it's great. I mean, virtually the whole town of Lerwick, they're sort of dressed up in Viking costumes, carrying blazing torches.
A bit Wicker Man.
Well, yeah, but there's no health and
so.
safety. They're all just charging through the streets with these giant flaming torches.
And then they bang them on the boat.
And then they throw them at a wooden Viking boat.
Which sets on fire.
Yeah.
And they have the chief Usk or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
Who has a big Viking outfit. They had him on the BBC News in the morning.
And then they just go and drink themselves stupid for the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's a very Scottish sort of Viking festival. What are people saying?
I think that's a fair summary.
Sheets that they are. Sassenach.
Yes.
That's one of his favourite Alistair
that they
McAllister.
are, definitely, yes.
On the 1966 World Cup final. That's a great commentary.
Right, so that was hit out to deep mid wicket with no pace, and they managed to get back for 2.
There's people on the pitch.
It's just that,
the
like
referee's
that.
got to step. Oh, Hurst has kicked it away. He should get a booking for that. He's
It's
not
like-
given a goal.
It's like that one of that Frank Lampard shot that's a yard over the line. He goes, inconclusive.
Yes.
That was fucking outrageous. That was in South Africa, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember that. Against the Germans of all people as well, wasn't it? After
We would have only lost 4-2 if that had gone in.
Well, it'd have been 2-2 going into half time at that point, wouldn't it? That's cut up and away. Oh my word, outrageous!
6 over backward point.
6 over backward point. Nearly third man, you'd have to say. And that could be the game. 19 required on 13. Great shot. I mean, he's backed away. The bowler's followed him. Not a long way.
You need to be hand speed and strength to sort of muscle that. Well, it's only 66 metres. It's not very far.
That's a difficult angle to hit the ball.
Yeah, but it's safe because there was no fielder anywhere near that. So.
Oh, that's down the leg
4.
side. He's pulled that around. There's a man up into circle on the 45, and he's beaten him, and it's gone for 4. Oh my word, it's going to be close. No, it's not. Well, it could be actually. 15
Well,
runs.
it was
part
one of
two
those
overs.
where Wheel bowled 3 really good balls for 1. Then they had a big chat, and he bowled 3 balls for 12. So I don't know what they decided to do at that point.
I don't. So many times I've seen this competition when things are tight and then people go and bowl it halfway down the track. I know you're trying to fool people with a slower ball, but if you get it slightly wrong, it's absolutely mullered into the ground. I still think that Yorker is a massively underused ball these days.
Well, I mean, they found the slow bowlers much harder to get away than the seamers. Most of the boundaries have come off the seamers.
Well, we should say that it's Irie who's having a blinder, 47 off 20.
Irie, 156 for 3, 18 over, 2 overs left, 15 runs required. 6 in this game is done.
Yeah, he's got to try and keep this to 4 or 5 this over.
Yeah. First ball goes back, hits it aerially. I think he's got hold of that. It's gone a long way up and a long way back. It's into the crowd. 9 runs required off 11. Suddenly the run rate is below. What were you saying earlier, Andy?
80%.
80%.
Yeah, to Scotland, wasn't it?
Well, 80% of the time they win all the time.
Well, to be fair, 80% does allow the possibility of it not happening.
Exactly.
True. Great shot, though.
That was a good shot, yeah.
There was a gap out there anyway, but
that guy's hardly bothered on the left.
Yeah. he had a bat on Scotland. That's why. That bloke in
probably
the
some
Nepal
kind of Buddhist monk.
9 required off 11. It's 162 for 3, 18.1 overs. You're supposed to win it in this over, aren't you? Oh, he could have been stumped there. He's gone. He's missed it. Then he faking for a run when the ball's 2 centimetres from the stump, but it wasn't taken cleanly by the keeper, and he kind of wandered a bit out of his crease.
They'll be dancing on the streets of Google Town in Nepal tonight.
Nepal
Lhasa?
I've gone blank.
What's Nepal's capital?
Is
it Lhasa?
It could be Lhasa.
No, I don't know. I've read so many mountaineering books, and I've just completely forgotten.
I've got the map up with the no river. There's not a river on it. Well, there's a river.
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu.
You should have heard of it.
Of course. Right.
It's bowled again.
Curry is the bowler. It's a full ball. It's driven up towards mid-on, long on.
Apparently there's 2 capitals of... there was a former capital of Gorkha.
Is that what the Gurkhas are from?
I don't know. It's the questions... You Google Nepal, and one of the questions it suggests for you is, can girls wear shorts in Nepal?
And can they?
Yes.
Good.
Well, they're not a Muslim country, are they? They're Buddhist, aren't they? If anything.
I don't know. I'm not getting involved.
That's one of our greatest topics to talk about here is religion. What are you on about?
Yeah, religion and politics.
Yeah. Never talk about at a dinner party or a cricket match.
Who goes to dinner parties, let's be honest.
God, it's shite. That one is played out through the covers towards the boundary. It'll be a single.
That's all they need now, run a ball.
Yeah, it is. They get there with 1 to spare. 7 required off 8. This is going to be Nepal's first win, I think.
So which side is the impassable Stuart Law actually coaching?
Well, he's got a Nepal shirt on.
I think it's Nepal, yeah.
Probably Nepal, yeah.
You can see his Nepals through the shirt.
So why did it say can on the shirt then? That's Canada, surely.
Surely.
He's just hedging his bets.
Yeah. He's followed him with the ball as he's trying to go outside leg stump. Oh, he thought about 2. There was never 2 there.
Actually, been a good over, but the problem from his point of view is after the 6, they only need to run a ball. Yeah,
exactly. So we're going to go to a final over unless he hits 6 off this last ball, which is always possible.
Yeah, you don't need to run out right now.
Bear does.
No, I haven't got money on a run out. They shortened the odds to 11 to 1. I was kind of happy about that. Right.
Oh,
165 for 3. 1 over to go, and 1 ball. Last ball of the 19th over. Curry bowls it. Oh, he's going to be... No, he's not going to be out. He's tried to lap it over the man at short on the 45. Thought for a minute he got enough to make a catch, but he didn't even get enough for that. So Watt was down there and he fielded it. Watt has only bowled one over and it went for about 20.
Clifford Bradford says Nepal's worm rampant.
Yes.
Airy is the man, says
He is.
PVLKT Live. Airy played really well, says Loki. Hey, my Wi-Fi died. Now I'm back to see Nepal have a great win. Brian in Brisbane. Kathmandu, I think. Yes. Lhasa is Tibet. Oh, yes. I always get those two countries confused.
Tibet's on the other side.
Of what?
The Himalayas.
Okay.
Where's Mongolia?
Love
bit further over.
this GC studio view. The 3 stages of GC increptitude. Told you Scotland can't bowl, says Lockie.
Yes, someone did say that, yes.
And they will let you know who said it, because they always come back and...
well, I'd do the same.
Nepal just need a boundary or a few singles, says Dippin.
Yep.
No, they need 5 runs off 6 balls. So, yeah.
Well, a boundary gets super over.
5 runs off 6 balls, and Stuart Law is looking pretty dull.
He doesn't have a neck, does he?
Well,
I mean, he's got
it's
a
not
jowl.
very well defined.
No.
He has the emotional range of Zendaya, which wouldn't be so bad, except she is supposed to be an actress.
I don't know who that is.
Fortunately for you.
Yeah. First ball played out in the offside. There's going to be 1. They're going to try for 2. No. It'll just be the 1. 4 required off 5. Just a boundary required. That's just a thick outside edge or a thin outside
I do
edge.
remember a T20 a very, very, very long time ago when Australia needed 2 off the last... No, West Indies needed 2 off the last over. I think Glenn Maxwell was bowling and he bowled a maiden.
Wasn't that against Pakistan, was it?
I thought it was West Indies.
When we were in Sports Night Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was Pakistan.
It happens every now and then. Wasn't there one India and Bangladesh where they needed 2 off 3 balls and they didn't get it? Something like that. 50 for Irie. Very well batted.
Well batted.
Match-winning innings.
Proper shots, nothing airy fairy.
Irie fiery.
Smashed out to wide, long on, no doubt.
Oh,
is that going to be 4?
Oh, maybe. 4. He may have
be.
stopped that whilst in contact with a rope. He's hurt himself.
Well, he's gone down. That's the fake hurt himself. He's gone down with a fake hurt because he doesn't want them to check that his foot was actually on the sponge when he fielded it. Because I think
he does seem to have hurt himself with that, and it would be an inappropriate way to lose the game if his foot was on the sponge when he fielded that, which I think it might have been.
He might have dug his knee into the field, I suppose. Let's have a look.
This is not going to see from this angle.
Oh yeah, he's definitely.
Well, he might have just got rid of it. I mean, it's irrelevant really, but
it
is 4
and done.
And that's the end. And Nepal have won.
1 by 7 wickets there.
Well, I can't believe they called it from that. That was a bit.
I can't believe they did either. Maybe they just wanted to go home.
Don't we all?
Maybe someone said they win it with 3 balls to spare, and they put a large sum of money on it.
George Munsey gets something out of this game anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you learn something from every game you watch, and I've found out that yes, women can wear shorts in Nepal.
Yeah.
So, it's not a day wasted. Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Nepal were always going to win this easily, weren't they? I think we were all in.
I always thought Nepal would win. I have to be honest.
I thought I'm the only person honest enough to say no. I didn't when they needed, what was it, 70 off 35?
Well, they went 5 overs without hitting a boundary or something.
Well, they did, but I mean, this is the thing. I have watched them a couple of times in this tournament, and what they did against England, they were pretty strong towards the end. They were hitting 6s all over the park, so I knew they had the capability to hit big shots.
But in the end, Scotland, Italy, and Nepal all won a game, so that's nice.
Yes.
That's how international sport works.
I think the only team that haven't are Namibia.
Oman surely haven't won a game.
No, Oman might not, and the UAE probably haven't.
Australia.
The minnows.
Australia. Gotta love Australia. Have we got any last messages? Sorry to have to head off.
I think Australia were playing Tottenham in the semi-finals.
Ange Postecoglou derby.
Ange. Gotta love Ange.
Fucking fraud that man is.
Well, I mean, what a fuck was. I mean, they sacked. What I can't understand is they sacked Nuno at Wolves and got in Ange. I mean, That was ridiculous. He was fucking hopeless.
He's what they call it. He's stealing a living. Well, not anymore. Anyway, we've thoroughly enjoyed this game between, who was it again?
Nepal and Scotland.
And Nepal, who made heavy weather of it in the middle overs, but came through to win it quite comfortably by T20 standards. How many wickets? 6, 7?
They won by 6 wickets, I believe, with 4 down, weren't they?
Only 3, I think, with that partnership at the end. Yeah,
maybe. It says on there, actually, Fred. Right,
no, it doesn't, because it's there. We've got Scotland 131 for 1. So.
Oh, yeah, you've got to press play on the video now.
No, I can't be asked. Anyway, so we're going to wrap this up, and we'll be back at the next opportunity for a wonderful live
tomorrow
sport.
Afternoon.
Well, I'll be back in for a double header on Sunday, I think.
Oh,
if selected. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. That's the Super 8s by now.
It should be, yeah.
Grief.
Before I'm off to Rosvedov again.
Rosvedov?
Yes.
Where's that?
Well, it's allegedly in the middle of nowhere, but it's a big poker hub.
Where? In what country?
It's at the Western Czech Republic.
The Western Czech Republic.
Czechia.
Nearest airport is actually
Vienna or
Nuremberg. I'm sure this is fascinating for the listeners.
I've never heard of that town.
I think it's literally just a poker room in the middle of nowhere.
Well, you've done well at those in the past. I remember
Tunica,
Mississippi.
Yes.
And other such places. So we're all wishing Andy all the best, and we'll be back at the next opportunity to bring you some wonderful live sport.
Tomorrow afternoon.
We'll play the out jingle.
We will indeed, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time has come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll